Check, check, microphone checker. Check, 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 microphone checker. I think I'm plugged in. I think you guys can hear me. Anne says, "Hi, what are you up to today?" Well, Anne, I'm here hanging out talking about crypto, business, NFT, bank crashes, bank runs, hedges, finance, fintech, you name it, smart contracts. We got it right here on the I How to Life community. And if you're new here, well, that's who we are. I'm Tristan, and the I How to Life community is the group that we're chilling with here, which is the people that are potential investors, potential crypto savvy people, NFTs, people that just want to pay attention to the tech industry or some new things that are happening in the crypto spaces, etc., etc. Or maybe you just want to follow me because I'm kind of funny looking. But for all those reasons, that's why we're here. Okay, here. And I'm just learning how to use this stuff. I started my first live today earlier, and it was going pretty good. And then something I screwed up, and it turned off. So we started a second one, and it was going really good. And we had a great live. I guess that's what I keep wanting to say, AMA. We had a great live, and then my battery died. So there may be some people joining back in here that were in here previously earlier. I see Panda Man just joined. Welcome, Panda Man. He had some great questions in the last one. But my phone battery died, so I had to get an extension cord, run it over, get it all ready. So now I can use my headphones and my microphone. And once my battery gets low, I'm ready. I'm ready to just switch the headphones off. The sound isn't as good, but then I can plug in and keep myself charged. So now I'm live ready. But you gotta do your first few, and you gotta step in those potholes to learn how to walk around them. It's like trying to start your own company. Best wishes from New Zealand. Well, thanks, Ant. Best wishes right here from Canada to you over in New Zealand. I hope you are doing fantastic, and I really hope you're having a great day. What else we got on here? Does Blue Jay stand for Blue Jibby? I have no idea. I don't know. It's just a dope hat, and it happens to be the Blue Jays. I don't know. Blue Jibby. I'm not even sure what a Blue Jibby is, but if I ever figure that out, I'll let you know. Yeah, sorry, Panda Man. I know you might have been wondering what happened to me, but my battery died. So here we are, round three of trying to do my first live. Okay, what do we got here? We got D Burner is going to come up and chat with us. I think he asked me to chat here. Let's see. Can I invite you, buddy? Is that how I do it? Invite sent. Hey, hey, look at that. You see? Even beginners can be taught. Okay, Owen, see you later, Jibby. I don't really know what that means. So, yeah. you know, I don't know if he's complimenting me or insulting me. So, since I'm such a positive natured dude, I'll go with the first one. Thanks for the compliment. See ya, Jibby, bro. Good compliment. Turning in from LA. Welcome, Panda Man. I have never been to LA. I always hear wonderful things, and I imagine beaches and bikinis, but I've never been there. So, welcome from Los Angeles, chilling right here from Canada, I How to Life headquarters. See you later, Owen. You're welcome back anytime, my friend. Anytime. Any of you guys have anything that you want to chat about, please post it in the comments. Crypto, NFT, blockchain, smart contracts, anything like that at all. I'm here to help you with the crypto journey. I'm here to help you with information that may help you know and navigate what's going on with this new technology and this new revolutionary opportunity that's at the in the front of us. Hello to Mike Trucker. You said you're from Calgary. Welcome. Calgary was a location for me for quite some time. In fact, interesting fact for you, Mike. I founded I How to Life when I was living in Calgary. So changes in my life ended up bringing me somewhere else, but that was my original home area. So I have deep hearts for YYC. So big love over there for my Calgary friend. I got love for all you guys. Everybody in the iHuddle Life community, I got love for all of you. And for those of you who are not generally part of the iHuddle Life community and happen to stumble across us because you saw my big goofy face showing up on the screen, well, welcome. And I encourage you to become part of the iHuddle Life community. So don't forget to hit that like and follow. And of course, always promote us with those likes and follows. Helps us get more people in here listening to what we're talking about. So once again, hard to hear me, you said. All right, let's get some mic action. Check, check. Check, check. Tell me that's better. Tell me you can hear me much better now. All right, invite sent to you, Panda Man. I see your go live together came up. I hit the invite. I think I did it right. I don't know how to work this shit, bro. I don't know how to work this shit. I think it's right now. I think I invited you. I did. It said invite on the screen. So if you're not up here with me, I don't know what's going on. I see guests. Oh, I also see Gucifer. Looks like he has an invite. Let's invite him up here too to chat with us. Okay, I think I've invited you guys to come join me. Now the rest is on you, homeboy. I don't know what else to do next. Or someone write in the chat what I do to bring you up here. Anyway, we'll just keep firing away until I see you guys join with me. So thanks everybody who's joined in. Thanks for the likes. I see the likes up here on the top. So please keep hitting that like button and always follow, because over here at the iHuddle Life community, we've got lots of great info for you. So once again, if you guys got questions about the crypto space, you want to talk about it, feel free to post them in the chat, or feel free to get yourself invited up here. I think that I've invited you properly, so I'm not sure why you're not up here with me. Paco, there we go. It says invite sent on my screen, so I think you have to accept it on your side, maybe. Is that right? Does anyone know? I hit the invite, I see him on the screen, I invite him, and he accepts it on his end. Is that how that works? Crypto's pot hold, crypto spot hold. What's the next 100 times? Well, my first question to that would be, which one have you been researching? Because the ones that you have been researching are probably the ones that are going to go 100 times. And the reason they're going to go 100 times is because you've researched them and you understand why you own that asset. And when you understand why you own that asset, you'll hold it for a longer time through volatility. And usually hodlers will always win. So I would have to say that the next 100 times token is the one that you've invested the most time researching about. And Proton is the one that you say. So good for you. I'm glad you've researched that, and I hope that it does 100 times for you. It's definitely not in my top list of coins, but I hope that it does 100 times for you. Best of luck with that, my friend. If you guys have any, like I said, any comments, anything you want to drop in there, feel free to post them in the chat and I'll address them. Anything in the crypto, blockchain, NFT space, or anything even about the recent bank crashes, bank runs, that type of thing, you can post your questions and I'll be happy to address them for you. I'm here to help you guys understand the crypto and blockchain space. And thanks for liking the live. Please like the live. I think that that does good things for my account. So yeah, do that. Do that. What's my top coins? Well, my top coins, I'll give you a couple of my top coins because I hold, well, I would have to say if I could choose, I'll rephrase that. If I could choose to hold as many coins as I possibly wanted to, I would have 300 top coins. But because that's not possible, because you can't invest that much of diversification unless you have a ridiculous amount of money to invest, I'll give you some of my favorite coins. And my favorite coins are hands down what we were talking about in the live here before we got disconnected. It has to be the ISO coins. So to sum multiple coins into that answer for you, any of the ISO coins, XRP, XLM, Quant, Algorand, anything along that lines. And there's a bunch of new coins that are going to be accepted into the ISO group as well, such as Cardano, such as HBAR. We're going to see Constellation coming soon, LCX, EWT. So there's some definite ones to pay attention to. And I highly recommend that you research the ISO coins. Don't just go buy them. Don't just find out which ones are ISO coins and buy them, because if you do, you'll lose your money. As I was talking about earlier, it's really important to make sure that when you're buying cryptocurrency, it's really wise that you go and you read about it and you know why you're owning it, because when you know why you own it, you won't sell it when volatility hits you. It won't spike from 1,000 to 10,000 and you'll be like, oh my God, and sell it because you think that's the end all be all, when really it's going to go to a million, for example. So you can't sell it or panic or do the wrong moves at the wrong time because you don't know what the utility is or what it's doing or why you own it. When you do know why you own it, you'll understand that a spike up or a spike down won't affect your emotions so much, because you're longing it most of the time when you understand the long-term utility. And if you're in crypto right now, you should be longing it. You should be looking at who's building stuff that's going long-term, because regulation is going to cut out all the little guys that aren't really doing anything, that are just trying to pump and make coins. Even though there's some good opportunity on those to make fast gains, there's no real stability there. So I look for the long term in the crypto space in general. So, top coins in my opinion right now would be to go research, would be the ISO coins. Anybody else has any crypto, NFT, blockchain, anything in the Web3 space questions, feel free to throw them up on the chat. Tristan over here from iHuddle the best Web3 community. And while you guys are at it, I will tell you, as I was mentioning earlier, the most important thing you can do is get yourself an offline wallet. So if you haven't got yourself one yet, go order one from iHuddle. You already know that we're the best cryptocurrency community. We carry the best cryptocurrency wallets. So make sure to get yourself an offline one. This is the V20. That's my favorite. And if you don't know where we're at, we're www.ihuddlelife.com. If you don't know what that looks like, there it is right there, ihuddlelife.com, which is our clothing line that's going to be dropping soon as an NFT collection. And you can make money on the sale of our clothing line owning our NFTs. So make sure you're following along. Don't forget to just hit that like. Make sure you hit that follow so that you can get in on some of the cool shit we're going to be doing over here with iHuddle, because we are Web3 savvy monsters. Here is your W20. Your W20 wallet, smaller than the V20. Big, beautiful touchscreens on them. Both do the exact same thing. They're just different size and shape. I use this one as my home banking system, and I use this one when I want to move and I'm on the go. And then the last one I got here is the Nifty. This one allows you to hold your NFTs offline, as you can see behind me on the wall. It's the world's first offline NFT wallet. So holding your crypto offline is really important, but holding your NFTs offline, in my opinion, is going to be more important, because everything is going to become tokenized onto the blockchain. And this will allow you to see everything that you have tokenized in your asset pool. So, a little early to be hitting the market, but it's going to be revolutionary. So you can get yourself a Nifty, you can get yourself a W20, or you can get yourself my personal favorite, the V20, www.ihuddlelife.com. Peter P., he says that he bought a Ledger Nano X. Is this a good one? And yes, it is. The Ledger Nano X is a very good wallet. It's definitely not a smart wallet. It doesn't have a big, beautiful touchscreen display like this. It's a little old school on its styling, in the case that it kind of looks like a USB, as opposed to this guy here, which has a big, huge, beautiful touchscreen. When you power it up, you'll see what I mean. It's going to let you log in with your login code. I was mentioning earlier that every time you log in, I don't know why my nose is so freaking itchy. When you log in, it makes all the numbers scrambled every single time. So when the numbers scramble, people can't copy your pattern for extra safety. So there's the big screen. You can see it pops up. And let's say I want to send Bitcoin over there. I could just touch the Bitcoin and the QR code pops up. Now I'm on my cell phone, on my Coinbase, crypto.com, whatever exchange. I've bought my Bitcoin. I can just QR scan it right over to my wallet. So freaking easy. This is why these are smart wallets. Other wallets on the out right now are just hardware wallets. So there's a big level that they're catching up to. And as we were talking about before we lost battery power, we were talking about the fact that Ledger is coming out with a new wallet that's going to be that's going to be very similar to ours. They're going to finally have a touch screen, so it's not going to look like a crappy old USB anymore. And I'm pretty pumped about it. I think it's going to be a neat new wallet. The Nano Ledger X that they're offering right now, it's still a super, super good wallet. Really good quality and safety. It's just not as cool and easy to use as our smart wallet. So I highly recommend go buy yourself a smart wallet. But if you've already spent your money on a Ledger, don't panic. They're still a very, very good wallet. Thoughts on Casper? Well, Casper is one of the blockchains that are actually going to become an ISO coin. They're not technically yet, but they will be. And part of that has to do with their finality rate. Casper is really, really fast in what they do. Casper uses a DAG consensus algorithm, so it uses a directed acrylic graph. So it's very efficient, very quick, and it does what we need to use blockchain for at a very high rate, like at the highest rate of some of the blockchains. So it will be quickly adopted into the ISO coins, I'm quite sure, even though it's not yet. But mark my words, it probably will be sometime over the next 6 months to 1 year window. And it is convenient, P2P. It's pretty cool. You don't have to plug you don't have to plug your wallet like your Ledger. You have to plug it into your computer or plug it into an app to be able to do the transaction. I could just have this and do the transaction. I can leave my phone in the car, and if someone wanted to send me crypto, I just show him my QR code, and he can just send it to me right there on the spot. That's the cool thing about these wallets. They're so on the go, and they're so smart and so intuitive. And I'll tell you something else that's really cool. Anytime I want to send any ERC20 token, I don't have to send Shiba to Shiba. I don't have to send Mana to Mana. I don't have to send Curve DAO to Curve DAO because they're all ERC20 tokens. All I have to do is hit my Ethereum. My Ethereum code pops up, and I can now just send any ERC20 token to ETH, and it'll instantly show Shiba in my account or show whatever ERC20 quant or whatever it is that I sent over to my wallet. So really, really cool feature that you can send ERC20 tokens just to the native mother blockchain. Same thing for Tron. You can send all the TRC10 and TRC20 tokens directly to the Tron network. Same for Binance. You can send all the BEP20 tokens directly to the Binance. So it makes it really simple and really intuitive and easy for people to use. You only have a few QR codes that you may be sending back and forth with. So super cool, super easy to use, super awesome looking. We're the same price as what a Ledger Nano X is. This guy here comes in at $179 Canadian. So that's about the same price as what the Ledger does. I think it's $180. I think we're $1 less than they are. And they don't even have a big, beautiful screen on there. So, my only downfall with Ledger, because they're very good, they're very high quality. My only downfall with Ledger is the fact that I think they don't give you enough for your money. We have beautiful design, beautiful screens, beautiful features, and theirs looks kind of like an old, outdated 1980s USB. So it should maybe be $130, not $180. So that's my only thing that I could maybe change about them. But awesome wallets, so nothing bad to say about them. I see these little invites come up on my screen that says invite this person to go live together. So I've been clicking on those as they pass. So if you people get invites from me, that's me just, not knowing what the hell I'm doing and just clicking on these as they pass me. I saw yours invite to go live together, Panda Man. I invited you, but I don't know why you didn't come up here. So I don't know how to invite people up here. I have to do more research on how this crap works. It's the first time I've run a live. So, but feel free to hit those likes and hit those follows, because if we get enough of them and it makes it worth my while, then of course we'll continue to keep doing these, and we'll continue to keep pumping you guys full of awesome info. Oh, here we go. It says guests. Does that allow me to invite you? Is that what I'm doing here? Or no, that just shows me viewers. It shows me who's viewing. All right. Yeah, I definitely know how to work this shit, but okay. But thank you for those who are joining and who are here hanging out, and for those of you dropping those likes and those follows, as we always want to see. How secure is our wallet? They are the most secure wallets on the planet. They use an EAL 5 to 6 security element chip. What that means is it's using military vault grade security. And I got really important secret news for you. all wallets are using the same security level, and all of the hardware wallets are now upgraded to that level. As of about mid last year, all of them are using an EAL5 or an EAL6 plus chip, every single one of them. We came out using an EAL5 chip. Now the new EAL6 chip has come out, which is even technically more secure, but it's so overkill, it's like fucking ridiculous. So there's no point. So most people are using the EAL5 standard for their security chip, and that's what Ledger uses, that's what Treasury uses, that's what we use. So they're the most secure most secure as you can get on the planet physically for an offline wallet. And I always tell people, technically ours are safer only because we're partnered, with SecuX with these wallets, and we promote them with iHuddle Life. We have our own storefront where you can go order the wallets directly from us, the iHuddle Life one. So we promote these because we're partnered with them as well. And that's why I never talk shit about the other wallets. I only talk about, why I think ours are better, and what we're doing and being innovative to make ours better. But both of the wallets are really, really fantastic. Both of them hold ridiculous amount of coins. We did have some awesome features that the other guys haven't seemed to catch up yet or put on their wallet, so to say. So when it comes to security, they're equally as safe. Ledger technically has what's called a customer data breach, which we'll brag about, and we'll say, well, we've never had a security breach, but Ledger has had a security breach. But the security breach was not on their wallets. It was in their company with their customers' information and data. So the reality is, good luck trying to break into somebody's offline wallet. Good luck. Online wallets, not safe. Your 24-word seed phrase could potentially be exposed to the internet depending on what you might be doing. It's easy to catch links. It's easy to hit the wrong button. It's easy for someone to drop you stuff and disguise things. So for those reasons, online wallets are risky, but offline, it's as safe as we can get. Let's put it that way. As safe as we can get. And as far as security, EAL5 and EAL6 embedded security chips is military vault grade security, which is encryption on top of encryption to a length that is mind boggling. So you're safe. And all the wallets are using that. And wallets coming out bragging about we're using EAL6, they're just using that the same as a marketing tool, the same way I use a marketing tool of saying, well, we've never had a data breach, but Ledger has. Even though people don't understand that, that doesn't mean that somebody got in their wallets. It just means their company had a data breach and we've never had one. So again, marketing shit. But all really, really great wallets. There's actually not a wallet on the market right now that's not pretty secure and pretty solid for the security factor, because there's a really set standard for that. It's really about features, usability, and most of the point, end user. I find a lot of the wallets difficult to use for the end user, which is why we partnered with SecuX and why we've been innovative with them about how to build wallets that are the easiest to use for the actual end person. And let's face it, I mean, show me a wallet where I can just touch, QR scan. I could use this as a payment terminal. If I ran a business and I was at a little booth somewhere, I could just pull out this little guy right here and you could just scan me instant payments right there on the spot. I'm telling you, these things are more revolutionary than people even know. That's why we have 3 models. It's literally a home banking system. Your home banking system you could use as a payment terminal, your own digital wallet that holds all your assets and your identification NFTs, along with your payment tap NFC and QR scan, along with another one that you put your Bitcoin or your long storage haul coins away for a long time, or use them as ancestry, such as leaving for your children, that kind of thing. So that's why we developed the 3 wallets, along with the 4th wallet, which is now the Nifty, the world's first offline NFT wallet, because we understood the importance that everything's going to become tokenized onto the blockchain, and we know for sure that we need to have an ability to hold those assets offline in our custody, because I said it a long time ago, banks are going to become the custodians of people's seed phrases and passwords, and people are going to become the custodians of their money. It's going to transition from us having the key PIN code and them having the money. It's going to be us having the money via the blockchain and them having the PIN code. So we have to be careful of that. And you'll see that coming in the new Ethereum 4337 smart contract standard. It's going to engulf the world. And I don't need a 24-word seed phrase. Get yourself an offline wallet. So they're very secure. User 4918763958761. Quote, I work for Ledger. My thoughts on HBAR? Oh man, what a great question. I love HBAR and I hate HBAR. I love them and I hate them. I love them because I'm an investor and I want to make money. And I hate them because I know who they sleep with at night. I know who they sleep with at night, those WEF bastards. Shit, did I say that live? Cancel. But yes, definitely one of my top holdings is HBAR. I tell you, HBAR is going to do some incredible things, and I'll tell you why HBAR is going to do some incredible things. I always say it's the most important thing about owning an asset is knowing why you own it. The reason that I think that people should own HBAR and why I want to own it is because I can see how HBAR, using the consensus algorithm and using proof of gossip, is an extremely fast carbon free platform that's going to be used for enterprise. So you're going to see commerce and enterprise the same way that we see that right now, what we understand today as shopping at Amazon, buying online, ordering online, and businesses doing business B2B online between each other, invoices, information, money, products back and forth. You're going to see that move on to a platform like Hedera. Now, Hedera is not going to be the only platform that does that. I've said it many times before. There's multiple blockchains that are going to have many of the same features and many other features, and some will specialize in some and some will specialize in other, but it's going to be a vast array of platforms that offer multiple different commerce, virtual commerce, blockchain commerce, whatever it may be called in the future, as we evolve this new technology into our everyday selling, buying, transacting type of life. So my thoughts on HBAR are good because I believe they are going to be one of the main platforms that's going to house a lot of commerce built on top of it, a lot of what I would call B commerce, blockchain commerce. Even though even though I know Hedera Hashgraph isn't a blockchain, it's a hashgraph. But just to simplify it, I'll call it B commerce. And if you have to get so technical, I'll call it H commerce then. But it just means that there's going to be a lot of transaction that will be housed on top of the platform itself, and that should naturally increase the native assets value to ridiculous numbers in the future. In fact, I think all layer one protocols right now, I have to tell anyone that going into the next bull run, the next two bull runs, 2025 and 2028, 2029, the next two bull runs, hands down, the layer ones are where the big money is at. You can always play with new coins and catch some quick pumps, but the big money, the big long money, the generational money is going to be in the layer one platforms that are building the stuff that's going to house so much volume on top of it. And people who own those assets, like us special lucky people, because in the real financial world you don't get to own assets like that. You're not fucking important enough, and neither am I. We don't get to own those assets in traditional finance. But in the crypto decentralized world, they haven't figured out how to kick us all out yet. They haven't created rules that says you can't do this yet, even though they're trying as hard as they can. So right now it's still a wild west, and we can get in early. So congratulations to everybody here paying attention, grabbing up and scooping up as many layer ones. And if you're smart and you hodl them, I think you will one day understand really deeply why this could be the greatest opportunity of anyone's lifetime ever. I don't know what that means that you're sending up there. I think someone sent me a present. Whoever sent me a present, thanks. I think that's what that meant. Did someone send me a present? Is that what that meant? I saw a little pink thing on top and it looked like there was a little present or something, but I don't know what it said. So if you did, thanks. Thanks for the present, person. I appreciate your present. I hope the present is the other way. Other way. You're supposed to take what I say and it become a present for you in your future. No pun intended. But at least I hope that anyway. Albinstein. Invite Albinstein to go live together. I don't know if this is you guys inviting me to go live with you or if this is just like a random pop-up that it does. Hey, how about this person? So I don't know how this shit works. So if you want to come up and talk with me, make sure to message me and let me know. And I'll figure out how to work this shit eventually. Today's day one of going live with my TikTok. Don't expect it all the time. I don't know if I can live all the time because I'm sure you guys are all crazy. And I bet if I hang out with you all the time, I'm going to go crazy. All right, what else we got in here? Have I heard about Zen crypto? I haven't. No, XEN. At least I don't think I have. I don't think I have. If you maybe tell me the name of the company that goes along with their acronym, maybe I have, but I don't think so. So if you've got some details on it, feel free to post it in there and let me know. But I don't know anything too exciting about that. Cold wallet, best one, hands down, SecuX, in my opinion. A, because I really do believe that they're the best ones, which is why I partnered my company with them, iHodlLife. And number two, because they really are the best ones. For now, I'm sure everyone else is going to neck and neck, and we're going to play this leapfrog game, and all the wallets are going to go up and down. But for now, we're kicking ass. Get yourself a SecuX. You can order it right from us, because then you support iHodlLife, not just the wallet company or the manufacturer. So please order it from us at iHodlLife, www.ihodllife.com. What here? you. I got an invite. Somebody, see, you invite and talk to me. You just got to invite yourself up. That's how it works.
Hi.
Welcome. Welcome, Lion.
Wanna play a match?
No, I don't want to play a match.
Okay.
I don't know what a match is. Light something on fire. No matches for me. Sorry. Invites you to a live match. Decline. No, thank you. No matches for me. If you play with
Okay.
matches, you could get burnt. Because I'm dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So Aeon can be listed again on Binance. Yes, I do know that. Depending on where you're located, though, you may not be able to use Binance. You may not be able to actually access it.
Tennislight.
Gneas, are you going to join the conversation?
Hmm?
Hello? Gaius10?
Oh, my name is Gaze.
Gase, there we go. Gase10.
Yes.
Did you join us to talk about some crypto?
Oh, sure.
Okay, fire away. What's your questions?
I don't have.
No problem. Then you can just go back to the audience, please. Thank you.
Okay.
So how many different cryptos did they hold compared to the ledger they hold? About the same. Both of them hold all BEP20 tokens, TRC tokens, all ERC20 tokens. What a lot of people don't know about crypto when they say how many coins does it hold is they don't know what tokens are actually tokens and what coins are coins, meaning which one is a Ethereum, a native blockchain, XRP, a native blockchain, Binance, a native blockchain, and then which ones are tokens that are built on top of those blockchains. Mana, Curve DAO, Quant, those are all built on top of Ethereum. They're Ethereum ERC20 tokens. So if it holds Ethereum, the wallet, almost all wallets now, if it holds Ethereum, it'll hold all of the tokens that are built on that blockchain. So any wallet that holds Ethereum already now holds like 11,000 tokens. So when wallets advertise, we hold over 10,000 tokens, that just means they hold Ethereum at minimum. Because if they hold if they hold Ethereum, then you hold approximately about 10,000 coins because there's approximately 9 to 10,000 tokens that are built on top of Ethereum. And then after that, there's Binance. And Binance has what's called BEP20 tokens, just like the ERC20. And those codes just mean the smart contract standard that it's written by, or the set of rules that it's written by. So Binance has BEP20 tokens. So, and there's another, not as many as Ethereum, but there's another few hundred or if not several thousand coins there on top of the BEP20 net, on top of the Binance network, and those are called BEP20 tokens. So if the wallet holds Binance, well, now it holds another 5,000. So now the wallet holds 15,000 coins and tokens. So you have to, it depends on what you're want to invest in and what you want to hold. There's no wallet yet that holds all of them. Our wallets hold probably more than anybody out there. We're neck and neck with Ledger, and still both of our wallets, there's a few coins out there that neither one of us hold, or they hold and we don't, or we hold and they don't, and so on and so forth. So we recently just got all the EVM chains on our wallets, so now you can hold some of my favorites like Avalanche, Solana, XDC, which we couldn't hold on the wallets before. And I anticipate as we move forward over the next year of our life, all of the good, proven, secure blockchains will be available on all of the good, proven, secure wallets. Ours, Ledgers, Trezors, Descents, so on and so forth. Is it protected from EMP or other EMF disruptions? Well, there's no such thing as an electronic device that's protected from an EMP. So if I have my wallet and you EMP me, zip, well, first of all, the lights go out, the live's over, you ain't hearing nothing, you're done, game over. No, but the reality is if this got EMP'd, if it got destroyed, shockwaved, or anything happened bad to it, keep in mind, the crypto is not on this device. The crypto is on the blockchain. So this is just the device that holds my private key. But if this gets destroyed, I still know my private key because I know my 24-word seed phrase, which is why your 24-word seed phrase is so fucking important. It's so crucial for you to know your 24-word seed phrase, not memorize it, but have it somewhere safe, have it recorded, have it saved. There's lots of different ways you can do that. Whole nother conversation. Anyway, That gives you the ability to keep your crypto safely off in your possession, and it's on the blockchain. So this gets EMP'd, something goes down, all I have to do is go buy any new wallet, mine, a Ledger, a Trezor, any wallet, even open up a free online wallet, type in my 24-word seed phrase, which is my private secret key to open up the door that has the amount of money on the blockchain saved in my name or saved in the name of that private key. So the crypto never leaves the blockchain. You can EMP the whole world, and as soon as any power came back on, the blockchain would therefore then still continue to exist from where it turned off, so to say, because of the way that its network is immutably recorded. Unless there was some way to delete all history and information, then we would just continue a brand new blockchain from that point. So in that essence, I mean, other than every piece of device and every power and everything going off, that's the only way you couldn't transact. However, the devices, at least ours do, have IoT technology. That means that my device can talk to another device via QR codes and via seeing each other. So we don't have a camera built into this device, but if we decide to add a camera into this device, I could then meet you in the middle of the woods in the bush, and I could transfer from my device to your device. And just like a blockchain happens, the transaction would happen when we made the transaction, but we wouldn't see the balance. We wouldn't see the amount actually occur until the power came back on. Just like if you're camping into your cell phone and you've got no service and someone sends you a bunch of text messages, the text message is sent to you. You just don't get them till you get back to service, and then all of a sudden, boop, 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 there's all your messages. Same idea. So technically offline through IoT technology, which means computers talking to each other through a radio wave signal, you could still transact and send payments if you really needed to in a dire situation. And in a dire situation, if you need to feed yourself because all the power's out, everything went off, and we're going pretty extreme with it, but if that's the case, because we're talking about EMP fucking crazy shit, well, this could potentially be the only way that you might be able to transact with someone. And the only way you could transact if that person was willing to take what you had willing to transact. But better than giving up your food or your weapons or your bullets or who knows what you might be transacting with. Under the instance of EMP problems with my hardware wallet. That was an exciting story. I'm just reading the notes here, guys. Let's see what else we got up here. What happens if the company goes belly up? Well, the good thing about if the company goes belly up, it's the same thing as if Ledger goes belly up. The crypto is not with us. The crypto is not with Ledger. If either one of our companies goes belly up, your crypto's still on the blockchain. It just means that the wallet's not good anymore and you need to go get a new wallet. So your money is still 100% safe. We're not custodies of your money. We're not banks. The blockchain holds your money. That's why this is so important for you to have, so that you have your money in your custody. You own it. Nobody has possession of it except your 24-word seed phrase. And anywhere you type that 24-word seed phrase in, your money's now going to show up on that new wallet. So my business goes down, SecUX goes to crap, the wallets aren't there anymore. Well, you just go buy any wallet or go online to your phone and you download a free wallet and type in your 24-word seed phrase. You know when you download a wallet or open a wallet, it says, are you starting a new wallet or do you want to restore an old one? Restore old one means take my other wallet from whatever other wallet it is and bring it here to this one, which means just move my private key over to this wallet. The crypto still stays on the blockchain. It didn't move at all. So to answer that question, if the company goes belly up, Buddha Chris, doesn't matter. For any of the wallets out there, you can buy any wallet you want. Go buy the shittiest, new, cheapest, crappiest wallet out there, and if they go down, you can just grab any other wallet and type in your 24-word seed phrase. Oh, and I love you too, buddy. Big hugs, big kisses, bro. I should listen to Tyler the Creator. I don't know who that is. Tell him to message me or PM me or ping me if you know him, because I don't know him. Yes, it's safe to reset a wallet and still use it after. When you reset it, all you're doing is deleting the data on the device, which means deleting your private key. When you reuse it, it'll now produce you another randomized new private key. But you should never do that if it was someone else's before. If someone else had it, then they deleted it and said, oh, you can, no, 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 go get yourself a new wallet, you cheap bastard. Go get yourself a new one. What is a layer one? Mo says. Well, layer one is kind of like when you meet a girl for the first time. You know how going like to first base is like that first little on the lips, you know? That's what layer one is. It's like the first little into the crypto space. And the reason for that is because layer one protocols, which are crypto coins that are, how do I describe it? Internet platforms so that you can build things on top of them like websites and applications and apps for phones and services that people can use. You can build it on top of the platform. Some of the cryptocurrencies out there are platforms that you can build on top of because they do something called smart contracts. And a smart contract is basically a set of rules, just like you and me taking a pen and paper writing rules. It's a set of rules so that people can build businesses and services and things on top of those protocols under a certain set of guidelines and rules which allow them to transact and do business practices. So a layer one is a platform that allows all of that built on top of it. A good example of a layer one that everyone will be mostly aware of is Ethereum. Ethereum is a layer one protocol, and on top of it, you can build things such as a metaverse. If I wanted to build a metaverse where you're going to go and experience some crazy cool shit, and I want to call it Decentraland, and I want to offer a cryptocurrency token for my company that builds metaverses called Decentraland, and I'm going to allow people to own value in my company, so I create a token called Mana, and then I release it on top of the Ethereum blockchain as an Ethereum ERC20 token, which is why it's a token, not a coin. ETH is the native one for the blockchain. It's a coin. It's a token because it's on top of the other blockchain. So now I'm building a whole metaverse, and all I am is a company that builds a metaverse for people to come to my metaverse and have a great fucking time. That's what I do as a business. I'm not a currency. I'm not trying to be Bitcoin. I'm not trying to be a US dollar. And I'm called Mana, and I'm a metaverse, and I'm built on top of what's called a layer one platform, which is like an internet platform that has something called a smart contract that allows me to build things on top of it, like a metaverse, for example, or an NFT marketplace, which could be a business opportunity or a commerce place where you buy and sell things. There's a lot of different things you can build on top of it. A new Spotify, every application you use in your life. Open your phone and scroll through the first 15 to 20 apps that you have on your phone that you use, and all of those things is what cryptocurrency companies are building right now, offering value in their company to you through a coin or sometimes an NFT. And it's usually a token, not a coin, because they're generally building on top of the layer ones. So that's where I talk about these businesses building. Most of them are building applications or services that you're going to use on top of these layer one platforms. That's why I say layer one platforms I think are going to be such a great play, because all this stuff being housed on top of them makes the native asset, which would be a coin, not a token because it's not built on top, makes the coin go up in value. Same way that when you built Mana and you built CurveDAO, a DeFi protocol, and you built Sandbox Metaverse, and you built all these other things on top of Ethereum, Ethereum went from $2 in 2016 to the $2,000 that it is now. And you can't compare Ethereum with Bitcoin because Bitcoin is digital gold and Ethereum is digital oil. You don't build smart contracts on top of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you just hold it and hoard it like a gold monkey. That's it. Ethereum, you build things on. It's like an internet, so to say. And it's not an internet, it's a blockchain, but I'm just trying to keep it understandable and relative. That's it. So I hope that answered your question, Mo, on what is a layer one, and I highly encourage you to do research on layer ones, and definitely not what Jesse says, pulse chain. Pulse chain, I don't think is something you should be researching. I would highly recommend, in my opinion, and again, not financial advice, go do your own research, but Hex and pulse chain and that whole community thing under the Richard Hart thing, not something I promote, not something that I'm interested in. And I think the idea of marketing to people, oh, free coins, you're going to get the most free coins. I think this is a bunch of scam. I think this is a bullshit. And the reason I think it's bullshit is because you don't market a good thing by how much free shit you're going to get. That sounds tricky and fishy to me. And it's not free. You take Ethereum and everything that's built on top of Ethereum that we were just talking about, all these ERC20 tokens built on top of it, and here's another company, which is the Pulse Chain, that says, well, we're just going to do the same thing, and we're going to take a photocopy of everything that everyone already has, and we're just going to put that on top of ours as a copycat duplicate of everything that you have, and then you can just use our system instead of theirs, faster and cheaper. That's their idea. Need I go further? What's the point of owning cryptocurrency assets if you're just going to photocopy them and make a duplicate copy of them with a new code on a new blockchain? No, thank you. No, thank you. That's a copycat, in my opinion. So no thank you to Pulse Chain. No thank you to Hex. And no thank you to that whole sell people on buying into their stuff because of how much free shit you're going to get. Not interested. So how do you invest in a layer one, Mo might ask? Well, you buy yourself some Ethereum. Ethereum is a layer one, and there's multiple layer ones. So if you happen to own their coin, which is the representation of the value of their protocol, then that's how you would invest in it. So if I have one right now, Ethereum, the price of Ethereum is $2,000 for one of their tokens, or sorry, one of their coins. I'll choose my words carefully. So if I own one cryptocurrency Ethereum coin and I've spent $2,000 to own it, I now own one of them. If I spend $4,000, well, I now own two of them. If the price of them goes up to $10,000, well, now I have two of them worth $20,000. And if the price goes down to $10, well, now I have two of them worth $20. That's how you own layer one protocol. And I highly encourage you, Mo, I highly encourage you to do a lot of research before you buy anything. If you don't even know what a layer one is, you're not ready to invest into cryptocurrency. I highly recommend you spend more time reading and researching, because I was saying earlier, you could even buy the correct crypto. You could buy the right one, the one that's going to make you a millionaire, and you'll still lose your money because you'll sell it at the wrong time, because crypto is very volatile and you won't know when to do what, and you'll panic and do the wrong thing. Everybody does. Most people buy high and sell low and then say it's a scam. No, you just bought and sold at the wrong time, you fucking morons. So Owen really wants me to listen to Tyler the Creator. So I guess I'll Google him or find him some other time and check him out if I remember. Tyler the Creator. So no, if someone used it before, user 4918763958761, if someone has used it before, do not use it. Throw it away. Go get yourself a new wallet. Spend the money, go get yourself a new wallet. Don't use a used wallet by somebody else. Unless it's like your mom, and even then wouldn't do it. I don't trust my mom. Just don't do it. List of good layer one projects. I'm not going to give you a list of good layer one projects, because if I do that, you're going to turn around, you're going to run, you're going to go buy them, and you're not going to know why you bought them. So go research what layer one protocols are, and then go research a few of them and understand, do I want to own that or do I not? Try to see what problems they're solving and why you want to own them. I'm not going to give you a free list to go spend your money on and lose your dough. Spend a little bit of research on it. Everybody, go check out layer ones for anyone that's in this room for the purpose of investing. What else we got in here? Someone invited me to a match. No thanks. I don't want to do matches. I don't know what these matches are, but I don't want to match anything. How do I think XLM will hold out? Michael Moxley wants to know, how do you think XLM is going to hold out? XLM is going to become the world coin. The world dollar for the entire world is going to be the stellar lumens. That's how it's going to do. That's how well it's going to hold up. World coin, which means no matter where I am in the world, no matter what currency that country has as a CBDC or as a digital currency of their country, the stellar coin will allow me to interact and operate with all of them through the stellar network. Jay's from Philippines. Welcome. Welcome, Philippines. Mo says he wants to go live with me. I have questions. I don't know how to bring people up here, so just keep asking them in there. Jesse likes his hex and his pulse X and pulse chain, and well, in my opinion, it's all trash. Again, just my opinion, but it's all trash in my opinion. And user 4918766 keeps asking the same question, so he's obviously a bot. So whoever brought your bot, get the fuck out of here and take your bot with you. Same with the person asking about resetting their wallet. Likely a bot. And a Faraday bag. There you go. Yes, the user blah 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 is just bots. Somebody brought their bots in. My real fans. Corium's an interesting blockchain. King Smoke is asking about Corium, and Corium's a really interesting blockchain because they're doing some really cool stuff, and I do think that Corium is also going to be inducted into the ISO included coins. So they're going to join XRP, they're going to join XLM, XDC, IOTA, Quant, etc. Peter P, yes, you're on the right track there, buddy. With what you post, Peter P, you are on the right track. No, you can't get HBAR on our V20. You can't get HBAR on our wallets yet. No H bar, no algo yet. Those are the two that I'm really waiting on, but we're working on them right now. We just recently got Solana on our wallets, and we're waiting now for algo and H bar, but they're coming. Is BTC a layer one? No, it's not, because Bitcoin does not have smart contracts. You don't build things on top of Bitcoin. I mean, there's some people that are trying to, but that's not what it is. It's digital gold. You don't build stuff with gold, you just hoard it. And that's what you do with BTC. And Ty asks, can you put Quant and HBAR on the V20? Quant, yes, you can, because Quant is an ERC20 token built on top of Ethereum. So yes, you can hold Quant on the wallet. HBAR is not available on our wallet soon yet, but it will be soon. Which coin should someone dollar cost average into? Anthony asks. Well, Anthony, you should dollar cost average into the one that you've done research on so you understand why you want to dollar cost average into it. I would think Coinbase is safe, Nick. I would think Coinbase is safe. I don't know. I mean, I don't believe there's any such thing as a safe exchange. Anyone who's in the business right now of trying to be a digital bank, this is not a safe play right now with all the financial traditional banks getting their asses whooped right now, trying to figure out how they convert over to this new digital sector. So, scary place to be right now. Scary place to be trying to build a business. You're not just dealing with money, you're dealing with your life on those levels. CZ Art says, "Hey, you're on TikTok." Yeah, this is TikTok. I think we are on TikTok, right? Yeah, we are. This is TikTok. What are you talking about, CZ? We're still on TikTok. Nick says, "Guess he doesn't need an answer." Well, no, Nick, you did get an answer. You just need more patience. That's all. That's what you need, Nick. Patience. We just answered your question. And yeah, Peter P, that's a good plan. You know, you don't want to get rich yourself. You want to hold for your kids for 15 years. This is probably going to make you rich going into it with that mindset. Going in with that long term mindset is probably going to make you ridiculously rich. And I hope that it makes your children unfathomably rich. So my advice is just keeping your nose and keeping your attention. I always say right now in the crypto space, the opportunity is so grand. It's so revolutionary right now that all anyone really needs is the aptitude to pay attention. You don't have to be super smart. You don't have to be a mathematician. You don't have to have a background in economics. You don't have to be all these things that you think you might need to be to enter this world or enter this space. You just need the aptitude to pay attention. And that means patience. That means struggling. That means trying to figure shit out that you don't quite get, but give yourself some time, give yourself some diligence. And when you do that, you'll be you'll really be amazed at what you can learn. You'll really be amazed at what you can show yourself that you can do. And before you know it, you're going to be like, why did I ever use a bank? Why did I ever let anyone take custody of my money? I'm a fucking lunatic to wake up in the morning, go to work and give my time away to somebody else so that they can get rich. And then when they give me the money for the time that I gave away for them to get rich, I'm going to go and give my money to someone else so they can hold it and they can invest it and they can get rich off my money that I've worked my ass off to have. Did anyone catch that with me? That boggles my mind, man. That like fries me. And I think, what kind of a stupid trap have I been in my whole life? Hence the fact why I'm a crypto nerd and I search for that avenue out. But so I'm with you, and I hope, like I said, Peter P, I hope that your kids and you all reap the rewards because I believe in my heart that you're in the right place at the right time and you're using the one skill that you need, which is the aptitude to pay attention, the aptitude to invest a little bit of time, to listen, to learn, to find out. And really, that's all you need right now. And a few darts, you know, and some courage and balls. And I recommend hodling for the long term. Try to avoid the volatility. And I think that really anyone can really take grasp of a great opportunity. Yeah, so If you have Nick, if you have cryptocurrency on a wallet that you've already someone has used, transfer it. Or if you have another wallet that you've been using that you don't want and you want to buy a new one, just type in your 24-word seed phrase to the new wallet when you get it. So any new wallet, when you turn it on, is going to ask you, are you starting a new wallet or are you recovering an old one? So if you have any other previous wallet that you want that crypto now to show up on your new wallet, don't select new, select recovery. And then it will just create you a new wallet, but with all of your other crypto on there for you. Anthony wants to know what my thoughts on Shiba Inu is. Well, Shiba Inu is going to make a lot of people rich. That's what it's going to do. And Shiba Inu, when it first came out, I'll tell you, Shiba Inu is a kick in the face for me. It's a huge kick in the face for me because I was one of those influencers when Shiba Inu first came out, back going in 2020. When Shiba Inu first came out, I was one of the first influencers to talk shit all about it. Fuck that. It's another Dogecoin wannabe, another meme coin with no utility, was what you'd cast if you went back and looked at a bunch of my videos back from 2020. You'd see me pooping all over that. And I had an opportunity to buy when they first came out. They just were available. You couldn't even figure out where to get the token anymore. And I could have easily bought a couple $100s of it at that time. And I didn't because I thought it was some stupid meme coin. And 1 year later, it would have been worth like 72 million. I would have catched the biggest fucking crypto windfall of my life on that big Shiba came out, had the huge spike at the beginning windfall. I was right there through all of it. I was right at the beginning of it. I knew about it before anybody else even did, hardly. I was talking trash about it before people even knew who it was because I just assumed it was another utility-less Dogecoin piece of crap, blah, blah, blah. And how much of an awakening method that was for me to understand how important the value of community was, because Shiba Inu captured community unlike any other cryptocurrency ever did before, and that's what made it so successful. And now it's no longer a utility-less garbage meme coin. Now it's actually a cryptocurrency payments token. It's a token that's accepted by users all over the world, including yours truly right here at iHuddle Life. You can pay us in coming in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. You'll be able to pay us in Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, Ethereum, a whole bunch of different cryptocurrencies, but Shiba Inu is one of them because it's a very low cost, very fast transacting payment currency token. That's what it's designed for. And it's now gained a lot of utility because Shiba Inu company, after they made so much money off of the Shiba launch, has now created a whole Shibarium, which is its own blockchain with its own native cryptocurrency coin called Bone token. And when you transact on top of that native asset, you're going to pay gas in the Bone token, but you buy and you transact with things on their network with the Shiba token, along with stores like me and every Shopify store and every other business out there accepting it as a crypto payment coin. Shiba Inu has a super bright future. For anyone that thinks I'm crazy to say Shiba Inu is going to go to a penny, you don't really know what you're talking about. You haven't done research on Shiba Inu. You still think that it's a meme coin and it's still a community thing. It's not. They've taken it to a whole nother level now. It's definitely going to hit a penny, probably more. I would even be ballsy enough to say that sometime between now and who knows how long, that Shiba Inu could climb to even higher numbers than 10 cents. So people said at one point when Bitcoin was 6 cents that it would never go to 600. They said at 600 it would never go to 6,000. They said at 6,000 it would never go to 60,000. So there's no such thing as, oh, it'll never go to this. Don't believe anybody with that. I can see how if mass utility continues, Shiba Inu could easily go to 1 cent or 10 cents, absolutely. And for people that are holding it this early, and you are still incredibly early for something that is not mass adopted as a payments coin, there's huge opportunities for people to make big wealth off of Shiba Inu. Even though, like I said, it's not my top 10 coins, I'll definitely look at XRP and XLM and XDC and ISO coins before I start jabbering my mouth about a Shiba Inu token. But yes, Shiba Inu really is a good one, I think, on the list, and something that you should do some research on, of course, always before you go and buy it. Why is it a payment coin? Who's accepting it? Is what Tristan's talking about really true, or is he just a fucking lunatic with a Blue Jay hat that doesn't know what he's talking about? Go do your research. Why is SHIB market cap so high? I don't know what that means. What do you mean, why is it so high? Compared to what? Or in relevance to what? So high compared to its token distribution, so high compared to its token supply, so high compared to how soon it's been on the market. I'm not really sure what you're talking about there, Shane, but if you give me some more details, I'd be happy to answer it for you. Jimmy Thibodeau asks, in a bull market, what indicators do you use or do you see that gives you an idea to sell? Well, there's none. I never sell. I don't sell in the bull market. I'm not even in crypto. I'm celebrating in the bull market. I'm in crypto in the bear market. I'm paying attention in the bear market. I'm buying and stocking and building in the bear market. That's when you pay attention to crypto. And then when everyone else jumps into crypto, you don't pay attention to it anymore. You fuck off and go live life. There's no such thing as sell. I don't sell my assets. I know some people do. Some people wait for it to go from 1,000 to 10,000, and then they either convert it to a stable coin and then try to convert it back when it goes back down a year later, or they convert it and sell it, but then you pay capital gains tax on it, which is like 37% of your money. So fuck that. You better have made a lot of money to make that worthwhile. So, and you don't own the asset anymore once you hit the sell button on top of paying your tax. So for all those reasons, I normally don't sell the asset. I just hodl and hodl and hodl and hodl and hodl until it becomes big enough that you're able to go to a lending institution and say, okay, lend me money now against my asset. So now you're using your asset. You're not losing it. You're using it as a hedge to borrow tax-free money. That's the whole idea. Keep stacking your crypto until you have enough money to say, hey, Mr. Lender, look how much assets I have. Now give me some tax-free money to go live life for free. And my asset is already growing at a standard rate enough to pay back the payment of the money that I'm borrowing. So I'm living on free money. That's what rich people do with their money and their assets. They don't sell them. They actually never sell them. They only convert them. When you see a rich person selling an asset, he's actually converting it to another asset because he discovered an avenue of how it's producing more income. There's no such thing as selling assets. You only grow more. Casper or Oasis protocol? Hands down, Casper. Hands down. If I have to choose one of the two, hands down. I think they're both good protocols. I think both could be decent investments over the next 5 to 10 year window, but I think Oasis could potentially fade away, and I'll tell you why. Because Oasis was originally backed by the founding Facebook team, or the team behind Facebook, I should say, to be honest. Anyway, a very big group of powerful people with smart minds and big pocketbooks were the ones that got behind Oasis, or Rose is the ticker symbol for it. And then, which is a strange ticker symbol for one called Oasis. But anyway, it should be like palm tree or something, right? Oasis. Anyway, they should have chose me to fucking pick the name. But anyway, Rose is what it's called, and that's the ticker symbol for the Oasis network. But then Meta came out with what the hell was it? Their Libra token, which was supposed to be a payments token that was going to take over XRP and be a payments token. And I know because we had a partnership with them for B2B businesses with Facebook to do payments token through their Libra token. Our not this device, this one here. This one here that nobody knows about. This one here that nobody knows about was actually, this was actually developed as a payment terminal between businesses for like warehouses, trucking, QR, everything was just going to be automated through a system like this. And we had to deal with Libra token to use their token for that B2B system, which is still built into this device. It doesn't work in the real world for anything. It's not linked to anything. So you saw Facebook do Oasis, and then you saw them do the Libra token, and now they've come out with their new one, Aptos. And now it's not always the same small group of people. It's different add-ons and different in groups that are gathering to do this, but it's still that same initial group in the background. So it's like, okay, wait a minute. Are you guys building Oasis? Or are you building Aptos? Or are you building Libra? Okay, so you scrapped Libra. So are you just going to scrap Aptos? And are you just going to, like, what the fuck? So I don't know. So when I have to say which one between those two that you mentioned, Casper or Oasis, Casper is way more secure, way more hands down, this close to becoming an ISO regulated coin. So for those reasons, I would choose Casper. And I like DAGs. I like directed acrylic graphs, which is what Casper is. It's a directed acrylic graph, which is the consensus that it uses, and it's fast, it's efficient, it's cheap, and it's scalable, which is really important, and also secure. So there's many areas of the trilemma in the crypto and blockchain space that Casper can solve quite well. Much like XRP, much like XLM, much like many of the other ISO coins. I am the guy, Jess. Jess, it's me. I'm the guy spreading this false grocery store stuff. But the thing about the grocery store thing is it's not really false information. You're just a complete moron and you didn't actually listen to the video. You read what it said on the screen. You read that it said grocery store, new, ID, digital ID, and you instantly jump to the conclusion that this video said that you needed digital ID to enter the grocery store. But that's not what the video says. The video says, look, These gates are new at my grocery store. They've never been here before. And because of who I am in the crypto space, knowing about digital ID, blockchain, people's ID becoming NFTs and encapsulated on the blockchain, I know what a digital ID is. So I said I can easily see how these will soon have a QR code, and you will need a digital ID to be able to enter the grocery store. So had you listened to the video, you would know exactly that the video was very clear, very intelligent, and very concise. But what you heard, or what you chose to hear because you just skimmed across the front view, was this grocery store has digital ID to enter, and you're like, what? No, those have been around forever. It's not digital ID. It's for fucking Jesus Christ. Like so many other fucking retards that skimmed across the top of it and thought that I was telling them that this is the first time I've ever seen a gate at a grocery store. Holy shit, man. The people, if you want to see some funny shit, go check out the video that I dropped about the gate that's new at my grocery store and how I could easily see how there could be a QR code coming soon, and soon it won't let you in unless you have a digital ID from the government. And the comments from people are like, oh, they've had gates like this for years. Fuck. Man, it's so fucking funny. And of course, you know I can't resist myself. You know I'm a big asshole. I couldn't resist myself, so I'm in there egging the shit out of everybody. Oh fuck, I had a good day with that yesterday. Whew. Like Jess, just egging the shit out of Jess like I am right now. No, Jess, you're just a moron. You didn't listen to the fucking video, so go watch it again, listen to it, and then you'll understand everything that I just said in the last fucking 15 seconds. So for anyone else that was following along, because you saw my video about digital ID, now you fucking get it. I seriously, I can't believe the moron comments that came up on that friggin' video because nobody listened to the video. Nobody listened to me saying I can see how in the future this will soon have a digital ID. They just instantly said this is for digital ID or you can't enter. Because like most people, they don't read the fucking sign. They just skim across it and then make up a conclusion without even having all the data or the information, which is why mankind is so fucking stupid. Like literally stupid. How do you make a conclusion when you have no information? That blows my mind. I'd be sitting there and being like, really? Is it? How could it be? Not trying to prove a point that I have no fucking power to prove. Crazy, man. People are fucking nut bar. Did I scroll up? Nick, are you asking the same question? What happens if you lose the wallet? Well, you just go buy any wallet and type in your 24-word seed phrase, and then you don't have to worry about it because your crypto will reappear in your new wallet. Because the crypto again is not in your wallet; it's in the blockchain, or it's on the blockchain, recorded as data on the blockchain as being owned by private key blah blah blah, and private key blah 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 is your 24-word seed phrase. So as long as you know your 24-word seed phrase or have it safe somewhere, your crypto is safe in your possession no matter what wallet it's in. I could have all my crypto in this wallet and you just give it to you, and you still can't take anything with my crypto. I could just go get any new wallet, type in my 24-word seed phrase, and there's all my crypto, and now the one I gave you has nothing in it. Because again, the crypto was never in the wallet, just the 24-word seed phrase secret password was. Just seeing what else you crazy cats got writing in here. Where did Jess go? Jess, come on. I thought you were going to try to grill me back like you did on my TikTok. But I guess now that you got the information, you get it. Bella Star says apparently she's got 200K worth of BTC. That sounds too good to be true. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Bella. If you have 200K worth of BTC, well, that's freaking awesome. Congratulations. I hope you hodl it and it becomes 400 and 800 and more. So, unless you need to blow it for some reason, keep hodling that shit. I hope you do have that. And if you don't, you're just looking at some strange numbers and not knowing what you're doing, well, hey, it's good to dream, right? Nick, what do you mean the words themselves? What if you lost the words? Oh, if you lose the words themselves, man, you lost your money. This is the thing about offline wallets. When you have your money in the bank has custody of your money, which is why if they close down tomorrow, it's fuck you. It's not your money, it's their money because they have custody of it. If you have your money on an offline wallet, you have custody of it. So if you lose your password, there's nobody that can come and save you from your money. Us as the wallet company, we just create the device for you to hold your stuff on. We have no access to help you find your crypto, make a transaction, send a transaction. You call us up and say, hey, I sent a transaction on the wrong blockchain and I lost my money. We're going to say, well, too bad, dude. Like we have no access to that. We don't control anything. We're not a central authority. And that's the big thing about cryptocurrency is we're going away from an internet that has central authorities on everything we do into a decentralized system. So everything that we use as interoperability is going to be decentralized within a reason, not controlled. So we're not using a centralized bank or a centralized server. We're using a decentralized server, and we're using a self-contained wallet. So you are the owner. You lose your 24-word seed phrase, you're fucked. Your money's gone forever. You got $1 million on there and you forget your 24-word seed phrase, there's nobody that can get your money back. It's gone forever. So this is why I always recommend to get yourself an X seed. We're the only ones that offer something like this with our wallets, which is a 24-word seed phrase protector. These are steel cards that you would etch your 24-word seed phrase instead of just writing them on a piece of paper, because pen or ink could get, blurred, it can fade, it could get water damage, it could get fire damage. These are steel cards. I'll show you what they look like. I think I've got some in this one. I might have taken them out. There you go. They look like these guys right here. You see, these are steel cards. So they're waterproof, fireproof, and it comes with a little metal pen in the box that you can etch your 24-word seed phrase. I don't know if you can see that, but it etches your 24-word seed phrase on there. And now if your house burns down, fire damage, something like that, you still have them. And if you're really smart, because all of them come with one or two, if you're really smart, you write half your seed phrase on one and half your seed phrase on the other one, and then you put them in two separate envelopes. And if you're really worried about keeping custody of them, then you put them with wherever you're going to leave your will. And then when you die and your children need custody, they come together with the two seed phrases, and then they can access the money. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can use these to protect your seed phrase. And you can see these are just some example ones I had when I was at the show for people to scratch and see how easily it was to etch. I personally use a Pro, which is this one right here. It allows me to actually slide the slots inside, and then I can seal it closed, and I can even put a lock on it if I want, and then my 24-word seed phrase is encapsulated inside here. But if someone were to find this and get into it, they could access my 24-word seed phrase. So how safe can you be? How safe can you not be? How much custody can you have? How much custody do you give away? It's almost like the trilemma in the blockchain space of balancing owning your custody and owning your security and being able to have enough security and enough custody. So that's why we've developed the wallets. You can hold your own crypto. This can keep your seed phrase safe, at least from fire and water, lock it from prying eyes. As safe as you can get at this point anyway, to own and keep contained custody of your own crypto, which I think is really important. I think it's really important for you to have custody of your own cryptocurrency. And I think this is the piece of the puzzle that most people miss. I think even pro and professional crypto people have their 24-word seed phrases written down in a bunch of pieces of paper in a box. And for guys like me that have like every exchange and every wallet out there because they're playing with them and they're using them and experiencing with them, they probably have fucking box full of seed phrases, and hopefully they labeled them correctly, because most people are not using something like this, and they really should be. I push these, but I'm surprised they're even letting me talk about them, because when I push these on my videos, TikTok always removes my videos when I talk about self-custody, when I talk about how to use a mnemonic phrase, how to protect your 24-word seed phrase. They tend to remove a lot of my videos. So if this TikTok gets dropped instantly, you'll know it's because we're talking about these things. So some people buy them, but not a lot of people. People order our wallets, but very few people order the seed phrase, which in my opinion is more important than anything, because that is the one key that allows you to keep your crypto in your possession. It doesn't matter what wallet you're using. If you have your seed phrase, you have access to your money through any wallet potentially that you want. So check these out, www.ihodllife.com. And you can go to our website, you can order them. The first one is like the cheapest, flimsiest one. It's more like a thinner aluminum. They're like $49, so what a super cheap investment to protect your seed phrase. The next one is made of steel. It's a little bit thicker and heavier, if you can see the difference in those two. The second one is much thicker and much heavier. This one actually comes with a little stamp that you actually hammer stamp because it's so thick and heavy. And then, of course, the last one is the one that opens up and puts your seed phrase in, and you can see how thick that one is in comparison. This thing's heavy. It's very heavy duty security. So water, theft, and fire deterrent for your 24-word seed phrase. And you already know you can order it at iHuddleLife. That's right. www.ihuddlelife.com. You can order them other places. There is some other places that are making those passphrase protections now too. And of course, I'm always one that I'm really here for the community, not just for my company and what we do. So I encourage you to get a protection for your password, whether it's ours, whether it's another one, whether it's a different company. I don't really care. But protecting your 24-word seed phrase is really important. And I always say the same thing about the wallets. Definitely go buy our smart wallets because they're the best. But yes, get a Ledger, get a Trezor, get whatever brand that you like. Just make sure that you understand the importance of taking your cryptocurrency and putting it in your possession. And Nick says he gets it now. Awesome. Nick, that's what I'm here for, man. I'm here to try and lay it out in a way that we look at something and we're like, what the fuck? And then after a few minutes later, we're like, dude, I get it. Thank you. Thank you. You make it worthwhile for me to be here, brother. For you, bro. Les fell asleep from getting home from work. Well, that happens, bro. You work your ass off, you come home, you pass out. That happens. I can't say I'll still be here when you wake up, but you never know. I'm the loyal type. Well, I think that's all the comments I saw in there. So if you guys have some comments, feel free to throw them in the chat and we'll address them. You want to talk crypto? You want to talk blockchain? You want to talk self-custody? You want to talk finance? You want to talk investing? You want to talk crypto coins? You want to talk NFTs, smart contracts, algorithms? You put it up on the screen and we'll chat about it. J Lord said, sorry for the cancel. I'm still working in the hospital. Bro, what the hell? The hospital's way more important than me. Don't worry about canceling and don't even worry more about apologizing about canceling. You just be like, bitches, peace out. And you go do what you got to do. Because you're in the hospital, man. That's some important shit. Go save people. I'm trying to help people make money. You're saving people. We're both doing good stuff. And you want to know what my thoughts on Aeon token were. Well, Aeon is, I can't really go too deep to it, honestly, because I haven't done a ton of research. And I never really speak about something until I have enough information to be able to have a very deep conversation with a professional on the topic. And if I don't have that level yet, I'm not going to comment too deeply on it. From what I can see, they are building some interesting stuff. They're doing some unique stuff with their new consensus and the new algorithm styles that they use. I think they're using a proof of authority algorithm. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what they're using. It's either proof of authenticity or proof of authority, something like that they use in their algorithm, which allows it to be really quick and it allows it to do it in a fast way, kind of like how Stellar Lumens uses a timing category to do it, a timing consensus algorithm. So interesting stuff that they're doing. They're going to be quick, they're going to be fast, they're going to be efficient. I don't know if they're carbon neutral, but I do believe they're on the path to do that because of their symbol and their logo. They may already be carbon neutral. Like I said, I haven't dived into them too deep. Could they be a blockchain that's building something new in the future? Could they be an application that's building something new in the future? Absolutely. Do I have enough knowledge about them to tell them whether I think anyone should be investing or looking at them for their portfolio? Not yet. I haven't spent enough time looking at it. That doesn't mean that they're not good. It just means that I haven't spent time looking at them, and I don't put my mouth where I don't know my mind is. So that's my take on Aeon token, at least what I know about it so far. J-Lord's got a lunch break. Hey, man, you should be doing something much better on your lunch break than listen to me jibber jabber, like eating some good food. That's what I do on my lunch break. Look at my skinny little ass. But me, on my lunch break, I'm like... I think that's all us little people, right? All us little skinny fuckers, we can all eat. Shohi, sorry if I said your name wrong. You ask a really good question. What will replace fiat? Well, what's going to replace fiat is going to be called a CBDC. So your fiat money, to explain that to you, what's a CBDC? It's a central bank digital currency, CBDC, central bank digital currency. So what is a central bank digital currency? It's a digital version of the money that you already have. So if you have, I don't know if you're Canada, US, UK, so let's use US as an example. If you're an American and you have 100 US dollars, well, you're now going to have 100 US credits instead of 100 US dollars. Now, instead of being able to go to a bank machine and pull out $20 cash, you won't be able to do that. But you will be able to just tap a QR code with me or anyone else with a digital wallet and transact money from your wallet to my wallet instantly without the need of an intermediary. Unlike today, when you send an e-transfer and the money doesn't actually go until 3 days later. It'll just be boop instantly right into your account, and it won't cost you fees to do that. So this is going to revolutionize the movement of money between people, and that's what's really going to replace fiat. It's just going to be replaced with the same financial system that it is now. It's just going to be replaced with a digital version. So it's going to be tap 20 tokens instead of hand $20. And most money's digitally reacted anyway. How many of you actually reach for cash? Most of you are tapping your debit card or you're tapping your credit card, and your money value amount is going over here in the custody of someone else. It's going over here onto a digital ledger. There's nobody at the fucking bank with a pen and a paper writing it down. It's on a digital ledger, which is why I laugh when people say, oh, digital money's bullshit. Fiat money, cash is king. It's all recorded on a digital ledger, you fucking monkeys. So you've got a digital ledger with a recording, Tristan's account, money in, money out, money in, money out, money in, money out, so on and so forth. So it's keeping a ledger, which is why blockchain is called a ledger. It's a recording of data transactions, just like a bank. So it's a ledger of information that's being recorded at the bank for Tristan's account, money in, money out, not approved, is approved, declined, approved, so on and so forth. And that process going on with money back and forth is just going to happen now in a complete digital way. So again, you tap your debit card and you send e-transfers way more than you transact in cash. Unless you're buying something online from someone in their garage, you're likely sending an e-transfer. Even my wife, I will send money to each other. We don't send each other $200 cash. We send each other an e-transfer over to her account or over to my account. That's how we transact in money. And CBDCs is going to allow us to do that without the intermediary, without the period of time of waiting, without the costs and the fees associated with the money actually moving in the background. And that's what that digital version of your CBDC, or digital version of your currency that you're using today, how it's going to relate to how you will use it and how it will be. So the only difference is you're never going to have a wallet where you open up and you have a wad of cash. You're going to have a wallet like this, or you're going to have an app downloaded on your phone, and that's going to be your wallet that you look into, which is really going to be your bank account. And the world's going to adopt it as online banking with digital assets, because most of the world's a bunch of fucking morons, and it's not online banking with digital assets, it's cryptocurrencies called CBDCs released by your fucking government. There you have it. So that's what's going to replace fiat. It's just going to be replaced with a digital version of the same thing that you already have, called a CBDC. For example, Canada dollars will be called Cana coin, for example. US dollars will be called US coin, as an example. Euro will be Euro coin, as an example. And those will be the digital versions of country's currency. And every country in the world is going to have their own country's currency, just like they do now. It's just going to be a digital version of it. And that, what I just said right there, all these countries all around the world, everybody taking all their money and putting it onto a blockchain, which means taking all the money value and tokenizing its information onto the blockchain, which puts that value on top of the blockchain. Now you understand why layer one protocols are the play. There will be multiple layer ones that will be used to house all of this money, all of this value. It's not just going to be one or two or three or four or five. So there's a big indicator for people who are really paying attention. Jay says, I'm more interested in crypto than food. Well, that's not a bad thing, because, you could end up with a lot more food in your mouth if you pay attention. And hopefully the more you pay attention, the more you'll have, because if you don't pay attention and you get into crypto without paying attention, you could lose all your money. So another thing I'll always mention when you do invest in crypto, and you are getting into the crypto and the blockchain space, although there is huge opportunity, you always have to go into it knowing that whatever you go into it with, you're willing to lose. So if you go in there with $1,000, don't ever come out of that without that $1,000 and be hating yourself, because you have to choose to be okay to lose that money before you start. That's the only way you're going to make money in crypto, because if you invest money that you need for regular day life, Volatility will fuck you up. The spike, the dump, the spike, the dump, and it will screw you up so bad. You will sell, you will panic, and you'll make the wrong move, and you'll end up losing more than you ever tried to invest. So only invest money that you're willing to be like, yeah, whatever. It goes, it doesn't, it doesn't. If you have that feeling towards it, you'll have a much stronger investment when volatility really hits you. And even the best investors have a hard time dealing with volatility because you never know where the top or the bottom is. You never know where it's going to continue. So when $1,000 becomes $200, no matter how professional you are, you start to panic a little bit. And you wonder, should I have got out sooner? Should I get out now? So this is why, again, why owning the asset and knowing why you own the asset is so really, really vitally important. If you know why you own it, the volatility is easier to swallow. um, Shohi asks another stellar question. Bro, good questions. um, is that going to reduce inflation? Well, yes, it is, because hopefully they're going to be using a CBDC that has a finite value, not one that you can continually print more of. We have yet to know that. We have yet to know if they're going to use a CBDC that they can just print more of, or whether they're going to use a CBDC that has a finite value, like Bitcoin, for example. They won't use Bitcoin, they'll use their own CBDC. I just use Bitcoin as the example of a finite source, a finite cryptocurrency, meaning you can't make more of them. There's a limited amount. And will it lead to money that can expire? And I hate talking about this stuff because people always call me conspiracy theorists. So they skim the page and then they freak out because they're not really listening to the details. You get a whole bunch of Jesses in the room. So, but the truth is, when you get into money that can expire, yes, part of the cryptocurrency enslavement of mankind is they're going to offer you Canadian and US and Euro dollars that are going to have a time frame on them. They're going to say, okay, so you got your paycheck on March 1st, you have 6 months to spend this amount of money. And the reason you have to spend this amount of money is so it circulates through the economy to keep the economy healthy and keep it going. You'll be fed some kind of bullshit that leads you to believe that this is what you must do now on a regular basis. Nonetheless, you'll have a time frame on your money when you can spend it. And the whole purpose of that is so that you can't save money anymore. You can't keep compounding because people don't know how to invest. They only know how to save. 9 out of 10 people have no idea how to invest. And if they do know anything about investing, they don't invest. They think investing is saving money in my bank account, which is really a group over here saying, hey guys, all these fucking retards over here don't know how to invest or what to do with their money. Oh, I have an idea. Let's call ourselves a bank. Hey, everyone, we're a bank. Give us your money and we'll keep it safe for you. Thanks. Now, how do we invest all our money, guys? Are you with me? That's what they do. They take your money and then they go invest it because you're too fucking stupid to invest it yourself. And you think it's safe by putting it in their possession because that's the ideology that they've sold you your entire life. Make your money, put it in a bank. That's where it's safe. You don't want to leave the lettuce under your mattress. No, you want to take that lettuce and turn it into gold bars and keep it somewhere safe. That's what you want to do in that old aspect. Look, now you want to put it into crypto assets and hold them safe in your custody. Because most of the world right now, even wealthy people, they don't own their money. The bank owns it. And if the bank decides to close their doors tomorrow, they're fucked. Other than assets they own that they might be able to trade and barter until they run out because they had a lot to start with, they're fucked because they're not paying attention to this new revolution called self-custody. And that's the real revolution of cryptocurrency. People think the revolution of cryptocurrency is the ability to transact peer-to-peer, and they think it has to do with fast and speed and efficiency, but it's not. It's freedom. It's the ability to own custody of your own assets for once and for all. That's what Bitcoin, the heart of it, really, really is. That's why it was created. Money that could be used peer to peer between people so that they can own their own assets. And self custody of that removes all intermediaries. That's the real revolution of cryptocurrency. That's the real reason why governments oppose it. That's the real reason why governments are trying to regulate it so they can own it, because you as the people and us as the people, we're not allowed to be decentralized and run our own government. They want to continue to empower us, and I have to be careful what I say when I talk about these topics, or I'll end up canceled and dead, because these people are serious people you don't fuck with that do that shit, that run that shit and control that stuff. Now you want to call me a conspiracy theorist? You don't really know what's going on in the world. You still think the prime minister or the fucking president of your country actually makes decisions. What year do you think this will happen? I don't know what you're talking about, Dala. What year do I think what will happen? What year do I think that the digital dollars will go into effect? Well, there's already some tropical islands. I think Hawaii, maybe. I think, if I'm not correct, Hawaii, Honduras, Honolulu, something like that. One of those ha 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 H sounding ones. They already have a digital CBDC release. They don't use physical cash there anymore. Just nobody knows about it because it's a test pilot. But they already are using digital currencies. China already has a digital yuan. It's not live streamed for the public, but it's gone into beta, which means there's millions of people already that own digital yuan in China. So that's technically the second live one that's on the planet already in use. And Canada has already signed an ISO code. USA has already signed an ISO code. Those are all digital CBDCs coming. Um, Japan has already signed it. Britain has already signed it. And a few others that I can't think of off the top of my head. But they've all signed the agreement already and they've already received their designated 3-digit ISO code for digital cross-border payments, which means they have to have their own digital CBDC. So all those countries are going to be doing it, I would say, anytime between July 2023 and July 2025. Sometime in that 24-month, 2-year window, we're just going to see this country now has one, this country now has one, this country has followed suit, this country has followed suit. But first, before that can happen, we're going to see regulation. We're going to see some rules and some guidelines on regulation. So that's where I guesstimate the 24-month window, because it depends on how fast they get their shit together on regulation. If they come out with regulation over the next year, then we're going to see bang, 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 bang instantly. But I think regulation isn't really going to start happening until just before the bull run happens, which is maybe another year and a half still. Elon Musk, bailout of bank. Well, there's a whole bunch of rich people in the world that may have no choice but to bail this stuff out, because if they don't bail them out, it's not because they have kind hearts. It's because they're intelligent and they know that if they don't bail them out, it's going to cause economy collapse. And when the economy collapses, your money's not worth nothing. So if you have $30 billion that's not worth nothing, it doesn't mean much. Kevin Bonafide wants to know what are some layer ones. Well, Kevin Bonafide, I have a better answer for you than just some layer ones, because if I spit out some layer ones, you're just going to go buy them and you're not going to know why you're buying them. So, what you want to do is you want to download the app on your phone or go on your computer and type in coin market cap. It's really easy. Coin market cap. COIN market, MARKET, and cap, CAP, coin market cap. And you can download the app or you can go to their website and it's going to give you a list of all kinds of cryptocurrencies. You can just go to the little search engine and type in the search engine layer ones. You can go, there's even some highlighted, what do you call them? Titles, I guess. Titles or categories where it's like DeFi coins, layer one coins, metaverse coins. Go there and do some research about cryptocurrencies and find out what's an ERC20 token, what's a layer one, what's a metaverse coin, what's an AI coin. And this will be the starting point of where you'll really begin an opportunity to change your life financially, change your children's life financially. Because if you just go buy some crypto and hold on to it and wait for the price to go up, you're going to lose your money. You're going to sell it. You're going to make the move at the wrong time because of the volatility. So go do that real bit of research, and CoinMarketCap will then become a tool for you to use as you start growing your investment journey. It's a tool that I use on a regular basis, so definitely a good one for you to have. Somebody's coming to live with me. Let's see who wants to live. Which crypto do I pay attention to? I pay attention to all of them. What do I think of XDC? I think that XDC is fantastic. So approved coin. They're just recently launched their very first NFT marketplace called XDC SEA, XDSEA, on top of the XDC blockchain. And I know that XDC is also going to be a platform that will house a lot of countries' digital CBDCs. So therefore, I believe they're going to hold tons of value on their chain, and their native asset in the future will be a very valuable thing to hold. And I think we're all very lucky to have the opportunity to invest in it now at this early stage. Ty says aloha, so I'm guessing you're from Hawaii, brother. It sounds warm, it sounds beachy. And Shirley makes a good comment. She says it helps the unbanked. I was mentioning earlier how our smart wallets allow me to put my digital assets offline in my possession. But interestingly enough, if you remember the QR code that came up on it when I use my device, do Do you know that anyone who doesn't have a bank could use this as their own personal bank? I could literally just meet you anywhere on the street, touch my QR code, and anywhere that has a cell phone signal, you could then transact with money right there on the spot. So this little device right here, which we use as a wallet to hold our assets, could literally be an entire banking system for people or communities, groups. In certain places in the world, it's amazing what a little thing like this could change because of what accessibility they don't have. Most of them are using what's called cloud banking, and the representatives that represent the cloud banking are a bunch of fucking criminals that rob poor people of money they don't have in the first place because it's the only banking option that they have. So this type of stuff, and one of the reasons I love about cryptocurrency and blockchain is I can see very easily how cryptocurrency and blockchain can very quickly remove the stigma of first world, second world, and third world countries. Because with the digitally controlled dollars, as enslaving as they could be, there's also a way that everybody now has access to money and nobody gets left behind, nobody gets left out. So there's two teeter-totters to that. There's never going to be small communities in this far location of Africa that doesn't have access to anything. It's not going to happen anymore. Everybody is going to be recorded on the blockchain. Everybody. And that means that they're going to have some type of digital technology. And right now, there's a lot of places that don't have infrastructure, but they have bandwidth. And if you don't know what that means, they have radio waves, so they can still use a cell phone. They can't use the internet. They can't use all kinds of other infrastructure, but they can still use a phone because they have what's called bandwidth, which is a radio wave. And that's all you need to do a transaction in cloud banking or using IoT technology. So for those reasons, you can literally bank the unbanked, and this is millions of people around the world. It's literally millions of people around the world that we could bring banking to just with a simple little device like this. So great comment, Shirley, about helping the unbanked. It is part of the cryptocurrency and blockchain speciality that we often forget as we're all money hungry, looking for investing and growth and profits and gains. This is a huge profit for humanity in general to be able to bank the unbanked. So thanks for that comment. I really appreciate it. And you're right. What's your name here? Peter? You're right, Peter. You own your own bank by taking your custody of your finances and owning them in your possession. But if you lose your 24-word seed phrase, there's nobody coming to help you. There's no bank that'll say, oh, let us fix your account for you, Mr. Sir. Not going to happen. Nubank in Brazil. Nubank is backed up right now by what's his name? Buffett. Warren Buffett has some money backed up in Nubank. Obviously, because he recognizes, as the wise investor that he is, even though he talked shit about crypto not so long ago, he's investing in a digital bank called Nubank, which is basically just going to be an online bank as opposed to a physical bank. Hods, HG, welcome. How are you doing? Do you speak? Or do you just live in the dark? Okay. Well, if you wouldn't mind maybe just going back to the audience then. For anyone who wants to talk and converse and join the conversation, please come up. If not, then please stay down in the audience. Bye-bye. Thank you. Gold, silver. CC Arts is asking about gold, silver, gems. Are they still good to invest in? Well, yes and no. I mean, I do believe that a lot of the cryptocurrencies now that are going to be coming out, potentially CBDCs, they're going to be backed by world assets. And world assets, I mean earth assets such as gold, silver, iridium, platinum, lithium, plutonium, all of these different things that are assets that the earth produces, such as minerals and metals and stuff like that. I believe that that's the same way that we hedge our money prior to 1971. It was 1971 where we went off the gold standard. We hedged our money against gold. I anticipate that we're going to go back to a hedged money financial system where they can't just print it out of anywhere and create inflation problems, and it's going to be hedged to real world assets such as gold, such as silver, such as all the other things that I just mentioned. So yes, investing in those things is good also. However, for me, when I look at Bitcoin being digital gold, and I look at Litecoin being digital silver, and I look at Ethereum being digital oil, I think to myself, why do I want to go buy some chunks of gold, and why do I want to go buy some chunks of silver? Because what most people are doing is they're not buying chunks of it to come to their house. They're going to their bank, and they're giving them their money, which is going into the custody of someone else, and then the bank owns the fucking gold, and then you just get a piece of paper that says you own gold that the bank's holding for you. So really, you don't own anything again. So unless you're buying the actual chunks of the shit to hold in your hand, which is heavy, awkward, you have to spend some money now for some safe or something to store it in to keep it safe. So for all those reasons, it becomes difficult to transact with. And that's what makes cryptocurrency and digital assets so special. I can go buy gold without needing to have a big bar hidden underneath the floorboards in my basement. I can just own a Bitcoin instead. So for those reasons, I have to say that yes, I do like the hedge idea of gold and silver, but I only like it if you're owning the chunks in your hand, not if you're just owning a piece of paper that says you own them while somebody else has the custody. In that sense, you may as well just leave your money in the fucking bank because it's not yours. And Glenn makes a really good comment because we always talk about the dollar's going away, the US dollar is going to disappear. And what people don't really know when we mean that, because they're like, it's never going to disappear. And technically, we're both right because it's not really going to disappear. Yes, fiat cash is going to disappear, but it's just going to convert into a digital version. So it's really not as crazy as everybody thinks. Is there going to be a bit of a financial reset for that? I think so, yes. Is there going to be probably a bank crash prior to that and a market crash prior to that changeover? I think so, yes. But is it really anything different for me to go to the bank and tap my phone or tap my wallet or my device? Is that any different than how we do it now? We just never now have the option of bank machine, pull out cash. That part doesn't happen anymore. It's just going to be always a digital transaction. So it's not that far-fetched to think how all this is going to work, how we're all going to adapt it, and how it's going to affect our everyday daily lives, which isn't going to be that drastic from how we currently operate. It's just behind the scenes going to be recorded, potentially timed, potentially limited. You bought too much meat this week. You're not allowed to buy any more due to your carbon footprint. We've heard all those kinds of rumors. So who knows what kind of tie downs or enslavements might come along with that. But at the same time, look at all the free people that are now getting banked that weren't banked. So there's always two sides to a coin. There's always two blades of an edge. But that's just the reality, and that's what we're looking at. What's the best way to hold your crypto? Looks like Ty already answered that. SecuX, www.ihodlelife.com, and you can order yours. I don't know what you're talking about, Peter. You're talking too much too quick, and I have no idea what you're saying. But anyway, I see a comment here by Caritas that says, can you please look into Exinium XXA? Most of the time when I hear that, I have no interest in looking into it. Most of the time when someone's asking me, can you look into this? I mean, I'm a crypto pro, guys. I spend every fucking waking minute of my life in crypto, and if I've never heard of them, I probably don't need to waste my time going to invest them. I probably would have heard some stitch something sliver, recognize the name. I have no idea who the fuck Zinium is, XXA, never heard of them. Now, I've eaten my words before by saying that about a company called Shiba Inu that could have made me crazy rich. So never take what somebody says as stone. Always do your own research and check your own things. That's just my opinion on your comments. And Peter, no, that's not, don't think about all the X coins being the future, because they're not, because then you're going to be stupid and you're going to go buy a whole bunch of garbage coins just because they have an X in their acronym. So don't do that. No, all the X coins are not good. I can name all kinds of X coins that are garbage, that have X in their acronym at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. So don't fool yourself to think they're all X coins just because there's XRP, XLM, and XDC. When people talk about the X coins, it's those three coins they're talking about. They're not talking about all the other X retard coins out there. They're not talking about XDC. They're not talking about XEC. They're not talking about XMR. They're not talking about any of those. So be careful with what you say with all X coins are the future, because I've seen that a lot, and it confuses new people to go buy all these coins that have an X in them, and you're just going to waste your money and lose your money. When people refer to in crypto the X coins, they're talking about the three big X ISO coins. And yeah, Glenn, you're right. The dollar has been digital for years. I was saying earlier in the meet here that there's nobody at your bank with a pen and paper writing shit down on a book. It's all on a digital ledger at the bank. A little recording of Tristan's account, money in, money out, money in, money out, approved, not approved, sufficient, not sufficient. That's all it is. It's a digital ledger. And all the money that the bank has on that digital ledger is all fake anyway. They don't even have 3% of the consumer's money in their possession. It's all hypothetical numbers on a fucking computer. That's why I always joke and say fiat money is fake and Bitcoin is a real hard asset, because Bitcoin is real hard money. It's an asset, whereas fiat money is just inflated out of nowhere. The bank runs out of money, they go to the Fed prints money out of fucking thin air and then gives them money, and then they give them a bond for money that was printed out of fucking thin air. That's counterfeiting. They call it quantitative easing, but it's counterfeiting. It's fucking ridiculous. And then we as the people wonder why we lose 4, 5, 6% on our money if we just let it sit in a bank account. Well, and if you know anything about money, you know that not only do we have inflation since we started going away from the gold standard of 1971, so since 1971 until present day, there's no gold backing our money anymore, so we can just print as much as we want. And for that reason, from 1971 until present day, yet in the last 24-month window, just in the last 2 years, we printed more money than we printed in the whole 25-year window. Think about that for a minute. Think about how much money was printed in the last 2-year window. This is because they know this transition is coming over and fiat cash is going to disappear. So they're printing the fuck out of it because it's going to be worthless anyway. They're just putting numbers on a board. Topher says he loves the hat. Thanks, buddy. It's I think it's their their game hat or their winning hat for the season or something. But I've had quite a few compliments on it. I really liked it too. That's why I bought it. So thanks, dude. I like this hat. I'm not. I mean, I like the Jays. I'm Canadian. I'm not a crazy Jays fan. I don't have like Blue Jays pajamas or no shit like that. But I just liked the hat. It was really nice looking. It's cool. And if you guys have been following my page or know anything about me, you can see back there on the wall. Those are our own Huddle Life branded hats. I'm a little bit of a hat connoisseur. Hat and shoes I'm a little bit of a bitch for. So I've got a little bit of a collection. Kevin says he's liking my live. I've never seen you do a live before. Nice to see someone not shilling shitcoins. You know what, Kevin? Today is the first day that I've ever done live. All my community, I don't know if you followed the iHuddle Life community. We're pretty big. We've got quite a large following. But I've never done live before. And everyone's always telling me, you should do live, you should do live. And me, I hate being my time committed. I hate someone like locking me down, which is why I'm such an entrepreneur. So for that reason, I'm always like, no, fuck live. I don't want to do live because then I'm stuck in the video. I can't leave. I can't go do this. I can't go take a piss. I can't do what I want. I'm stuck. At least if I'm in like a Twitter space, I could walk around the room. I could be naked for all they know, and I could still be interacting. But here, I'm there, So here, I'm there. What a stupid thing to say. It sounded cool, though. But I think you get the idea of why I've never done a live. So today I decided, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to do my first live. So I started it earlier, did my very first live. It was doing pretty good. But then I had technical difficulties and got myself kicked out by trying to let somebody join me, which brought me into some stupid game match that I didn't want to play. So I just ended it all and started over. And then once we got it going again, my battery on my phone died. And now this is the third attempt to try to have a proper live for my very first time. So today is my very first ever live. So that's why you've never seen me live before, because I've never done a live before. I just thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a go. My followers have been asking a lot for it. So here I am, guys. So now's your chance. Ask your questions. Fire away with what you want to talk about. And I see people sending gifts to me, and I want you guys to know to don't do that. You don't need to send me any gifts. I'm supposed to be here as a gift to you. I'm supposed to be here sharing information that's going to help you in your financial journey, or your kids, or your future, or even just instill a little bit of information that down the road might change your life. And I'll tell you why. In 2010, when Bitcoin just came out, I have a friend whose dad is super rich. He owns like tons of McDonald's franchises. He's super rich and he's a really big investor. He's got so much money, it's stupid. And I was friends with his son. And I remember going over to their house and always being like, wow, man, to live like this rich is crazy, because I was never like that kind of rich. And I remember his dad said to me one time when I was a little kid, well, I shouldn't say a little kid, it was 2010, but I was younger. And I remember him saying to me, he says, Tristan, you should go buy yourself some Bitcoin. Take $1,000 and go buy yourself some Bitcoin. And if you know anything about Bitcoin, it came out in 2009. So in 2010, Bitcoin was like 0.0006 cents. Could you imagine how much Bitcoin I would own for that $1,000? So he said to me, he said, you should go buy some Bitcoin. And I didn't. I was like, bit what? You fucking retard, I thought. And off I went. Years later, 2013, 2014 bull run, I start hearing about crypto again because it was going through a bull run. It was spiking. And I start hearing about it again. And I start remembering back when he told me to buy that Bitcoin. Still never thought anything about it. 2016 rolls around, for a long story short. 2016 rolls around, and I go and I take a look at how much money I would have if I bought $1,000 worth of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specifically, in 2010, and it worked out to about $72 million at the time that I did the mathematics. It was 2016, just before the 2017 bull run, just before the bull run, believe it or not. It was worth about $72 million. And I thought to myself, wow, what did I miss out on? How ignorant was I? You know, how much attitude did I have to just be like, yeah, whatever, but. And I thought, I'm so fucking stupid. Like, what an idiot I am. Do you know how stupidly rich I could be right now off of just $1,000? And that's when it hit me. That's when it hit me in my brain that this is a new revolutionary opportunity for people to invest in something that you could never invest in before and make windfalls that you could never make in any type of financial industry before. And that's when I started getting into crypto. And in 2016, I made my very first purchase of Bitcoin, and it was $36. Woohoo! And I like to tell that story because I like to encourage people to get into Bitcoin and get into cryptocurrency and get into investing in digital assets, no matter how much money you have. Don't wait till you have 10,000. Don't wait till you have what you feel is enough. I started investing in Bitcoin with $36. Very shortly after that, I bought about $25 worth of XRP. XRP at that time was like 8 cents or 9 cents. And then I sold it right after because I didn't know what it was. And then after I decided, no, I'm just going to keep buying more. And I started buying back in. And then I started buying XRP. It was about 12 cents. So I usually tell people, when did you start buying XRP? I start telling them 12 cents. I did buy it a little lower, but 12 cents was where I bought it. And that was going back around 2016 window. And I've been buying it ever since, and same with crypto and Bitcoin ever since. And at some points in my life when it was high, I was at a very high cloud because of that. And other points, like now in a bear market where it's low, you're feeling hurting rewards. But over a period of time, you still see immense growth. And I understood how important it was that he shared that information with me. And it wasn't until 2016, which would have been 6 years later, that I actually utilized the information, and I did something that has now completely changed my life. Now I'm the founder and CEO of iHuddle. I run a complete crypto company, a crypto community. My whole life is crypto. I breathe, eat, and sleep crypto. And all because of that tiny little seed that was planted in me. So that's why I always say I encourage you to share information with people about the crypto space and about blockchain and about investing in it and about the potential opportunity, because even though they might reject it, you never know what path it might take them down in the future. And here I am now, someone who rejected it, someone who now teaches and leads about it. So, you never know how that might shape up. So thanks, Kevin. I like my live too. I think it's my first one. Hope you guys like it too. And I don't shill shit coins. You have no idea how much money I could have made in the last 2 years accepting offers from shit companies that say, hey, make a video for me. Do you know how much money I give up because I'm actually have integrity? It's not about money for me. I have enough money to get by in life. I'm not dying. I grew up really, really poor when I was younger, so I don't need a lot. I'm not hungry like other people are, even though I like money, and I plan on making fuckloads of it. I'm not someone who could be bought. And all the time I get these offers from people, make a video, I'll pay you this. And I've offered some pretty exorbitant amount of monies, to make videos for companies, but I don't feel confident in them. I've never heard of them before. I don't know what they're doing. And a lot of times I can tell by the emails that I get about them that they're probably scammers. They're not really that set up. And I'm not here to pump and dump. If I was, I have a following right now. My iHuddle Life community is at 250,000. If I was a scammer, I would just create my own cryptocurrency token, and I would convince everybody it's the next new best thing to invest in. And I'd find at least 10,000 morons to invest in it, and I'd cash out with $1 million or $2 million and say, fuck you all. It's that easy because it's not regulated in the crypto space. And eventually the SEC would catch up with me, but it's too late. I'd be down in Mexico fucking bitches spending my money on fucking pinatas and other stupid shit if I really wanted to. but that's not who I am as a human being, and that's why I'm not going to be one of those scammers that you see on the news and then you never hear of them again, because I really have integrity and I am here to help my community. So I don't shell shit coins. I genuinely do tell you if I think that cryptocurrency is a scam or if it's not good. And if I don't know, I just tell you I don't fucking know, because I'm not here to lie about shit. I only talk about the cryptos that I invest in and that I think are going to be life changing for me and hopefully my community and hopefully the people that are following along, because we're all here to not just get wealthy. We're here to break free of a system that has been stolen from us. It's our right to invest. It's our right for opportunity, and it's been stolen from us for a long time. And now we have an opportunity for everyone to take part in it, but surprisingly, everyone's asleep to it. And there's very few me's out there with our eyes and our ears and our mouths open big enough to tell others about it. And for some reason, I see value there. So I'm not here just to sell shit coins. I'm not here just to pinch people's money. I'm actually genuinely here to help people make money, because I'll tell you what, if you ever meet me somewhere in life and you shake my hand and you're like, bro, like fucking bro, you don't even have to shake my hand. And I already know through the information that I've shared in the community that I've been building over the next year and what I'm going to go over the next few years. I already know that there's a ton of people out there whose lives I've already changed, because they're now going to invest in something that's going to change their life. And I don't even know who they are or what the fuck they're investing in. They just happen to listen to something that I said that worked for them. I know that that truth is in there. That's what drives me to do what I do. So I know that like, bro, you like changed my fucking life. Thank you, bro. I know that that's occurring secretly behind the scenes. And there's no amount of shilling any coin that can pay you more than that. There's no amount of shilling any amount of money that can make you feel more like a king than that. Because when you can feel like, ha ha ha, people are doing good because of me, that's a other level of kingship, bro. That's a kingship that kings feel and kings search for. You know, getting rich and getting money is one thing, but to have that feeling of kingship that you make other people that, now that's something special. So that's what fires me up, and that's why you won't catch me shilling shitcoins, and why I'm pretty honest and clear about what I do. And you can see here, Keratis made a comment here. He says he mentioned XXA because it's part of the Stellar network. So just like I said, I can't really talk shit about something because who knows? It could be something good. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. But if I haven't heard about it and I'm a pretty good professional, chances are I'm not that interested. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be interested because something comes up and I found out what? Stellar network. And then I found out what? It's really good. I mean, Vera is part of the Stellar network, and I'm really not interested in that coin after the research I've done so far. Great, they have good supporters, but I'm not that interested in the coin. I'll just invest in Stellar and fuck Veracoin. So that doesn't mean that XXA is or isn't bad. So just to be clear on that, Keratis, I just don't know anything about them, so can't say that they're on my radar of interest. But I like to hear that they're with the Stellar Network, because I do know that the Stellar Network themselves are trying to foster real ingenuity, real protocols, real applications, which will be called dApps. They're really trying to implement this real future use case of blockchain technology. I see Dinza asking for a review of Solana. Well, Solana's great. Solana may become the new protocol for our phones. You know how we have our phone on the internet, and when we open our phone, we've got all these little apps that we use? Well, I think that's what Solana is going to be. Solana is going to be the new platform for our phone bases. Kind of like right now we're using Android or we're using iOS software. We're going to be using Solana blockchain instead of the Android software and the iOS software. And all new phones will be built on top of that Solana protocol as its base software. So when you're using your apps, which will then be called dApps because they'll be called decentralized applications, not just applications, they'll all be running on top of the Solana blockchain. Whether it's Samsung building the phone, blah, blah, blah company building the phone, Apple building the phone, but Apple isn't going to be building any more phones. Next year is their last phone, and then they're going to A20 chips. Whole nother conversation. But anyway, phones that will exist will be built on top of the Solana platform. At least I believe they will. And Polygon is also trying to compete with Solana for that title right now. Polygon is also releasing their own phone. Solana is releasing their own phone. Solana is called the Solana Saga. It's going to be an Android-based phone that's built on the Solana blockchain. And Polygon is releasing what's called the Nothing phone, and it's going to be built on the Polygon blockchain. So they're competing each other for that piece of the pie in the blockchain space. But yes, I do anticipate that Solana is going to win that because because Polygon has other things on the go. And I think that Solana will be the base platform for that. So as an investment point, I see them as a great long-term investment. I do see a little bit of central control in their process, but let's face it, they're new, young, fast, efficient, cheap blockchain that does everything that Ethereum does, faster, cheaper, and better. And now you get all these big, expensive, elite bigwigs trying to get their hands on it. How could we control it? How could we manipulate it? How could we own it? And then you wonder why there's blackouts and disruptions in the service and blah blah blah. The blockchain is not bad. The system is not bad. It's the people who are trying to own and control it that are bad. And that's the inevitable with anything that's really revolutionary, new, good quality technology. So for those reasons, I think that Solana is a really great long play. I do anticipate to see some good volatility because of some of the hands that are in it, but I do anticipate some good long play with Solana. It is in my top 20 coins. JT Packers, he wants to know what are my predictions for ICP and Cardano. Well, I can't give you a prediction. If you want a number prediction, I never do number predictions, other than I can tell you where I believe Bitcoin will go. I always say Bitcoin's going to go to 1 million, it's going to go to 5 million, it's going to go to 10 million. For sure it will. Predictions for ICP and Cardano, they're both going to go up. ICP is going to be very much like our new internet, and Cardano is going to be the new system that banks all the unbanked people that we were just talking about. So both of them, interestingly enough, Solana, ICP, Cardano, good ones to talk about, guys. All the coins that we just talked about are all in my top 20 collection. My collection consists of about 150 coins, and those guys are in my top 20, so you can understand how important they may be. And don't go buy them just because I said that. Go do some research and understand why you might want to buy them, or why does Tristan own them? Why does he think it's a good investment? And then when you understand that, you won't get screwed over when volatility steps in. Air Spartan, I don't know who you are, but you're the #1 gifter badge. What does the gifter badges do? I saw someone send me a rose earlier. Somebody sent me a rose. And I think Air Spartan sent me a rose too. I don't know what that stuff is, guys. I'm sorry. I'm new to the whole live thing, but thanks for your rose. If I had a rose, I'd give you one back. But I don't know what that is. But thanks for your roses. Like emoticons or something. I have a crypto token that I created on the Binance. Sounds like a scam. Sorry, Glenn. Didn't mean to just trash you like that, but anytime someone says, I created my own token, I'm like, scam. Fuck off. What foundation are you building? Who do you work with? Is it something you just built yourself? Anyone can go on Binance right now and just make their own token. That doesn't mean it's a cryptocurrency. That doesn't mean it has a utility. That doesn't mean that anyone should be thinking about buying it. So if you created a token called America First and it has no reason for the token to exist other than it's your token, it's trash, it's garbage, and you should go destroy it so that nobody accidentally buys it thinking that it's an investment, because that's what scammers do, and that's what I won't do, and that's the people that I call out for being scammers. So don't be a scammer and don't create bullshit cryptocurrency tokens just because you are not regulated yet to do so, because soon enough the SEC is going to catch up to everybody's ass that created their whatever tokens on top of the Binance or any network for that matter. And if anyone bought into your cryptocurrency for the purpose of it being an investment, boom, you're a security and you're going to get screwed and go to jail. So be very careful with that. Kodals, I think his name is, says, hey, big man, what do you think? Can we get back to 25.5K or are we going to go back down? Well, like I said, in the long run, Bitcoin's going up. In the long run, Bitcoin's going to 200K, probably next 2025 bull run, 200 to 300K. By the time we hit the 2028 bull run, we might hit, 500,000, 700K. And by the time we hit, a bull run another 4 years after that, we'll probably be getting close to the $1 million mark. Is there going to be ups and downs and crazy spikes as we go into the bear markets in between those bull runs? Of course there is. The bull run happens every 4 years, and the 3 years in between is down the backside of the bull run. And then as we plateau through the bottom of second half of the bear run, which is what we're experiencing right now, we're in the second half of the bear market, and the bull run will start late 2024 or 2025. give or take a little bit. Nobody can predict the exact date. So will Bitcoin hit 25K? Well, for sure it is. It's going to go from 20K up to 30K. It's going to rally up to 30K, and then it's going to dump back down to 15K, and then it's going to rally up to 30K, and then it's going to dump back down to 12K. I think the lowest that Bitcoin's going to go to is 12K, and it's going to rally and dump a bunch more times as we go through the second part of what's called the bear market. And once we hit 2024, mid 2024, and you see Bitcoin starting to have spikes, then you're going to see some real upward movement. Now, does that mean that Bitcoin might not tomorrow spike 7,000%? Sure. For anyone who's a crypto trader, I am a cryptocurrency trader also. And if you've been doing cryptocurrency trading or watching signals, Bitcoin is flashing signals today that indicate a 7,000% increase. But what's going on in the world and in the market indicates the exact opposite. Very interesting phenomenon for people who are watching patterns and indicators right now in the Bitcoin space. So Bitcoin could potentially go down a little bit, or it could potentially spike 7,000% tomorrow, and it could do neither of the both. So it's very difficult to understand where it may or may not go. Is it going to rally up around 25 to 30K several times between now and the next 1.5 year window? Yes. And is it also going to rally below 20K to 15K, maybe even as low as 12K between now and the next year and a half? Yes. So when you see it going up 20, 30%, don't panic because it's coming right back down. And when you see it going down 20 and 30%, don't panic because it's coming right back up. And it's going to play that parity until we reach close to 2024 bull run, and then we're going to see the spike all the way up, and it always comes in two. We're going to see the initial spike, a little bit of a drop, and then the second big spike, and then we're going to go back into a 3-year bear market like we do every cycle. So is Bitcoin going to hit 25K? Well, it's going to hit 30K, 40K, 50K, 100K, 500K, 1 million. It's just a matter of time. So this is why I say it doesn't matter when you buy your Bitcoin. It just matters that you buy Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if you buy it at $50,000, and it doesn't matter if you buy it at $20,000. It only matters that you bought Bitcoin. You're never going to have all your money at one time. So just keep buying as much as you can when you can at every time. Don't worry how much you paid for it. Worry about how much do you have. That's it. So am I going to sit around with my $500 and wait for 12 grand Bitcoin and buy some more? No. If I have $500 to invest right now, I'm just fucking buying some Bitcoin, whether it's 20 grand, whether it's 25 grand, whether it's 15 grand. I'm just buying it today because I don't know if tomorrow it's going to rally 7,000% to 50 grand. And I don't know if it's going to dump down to 10 or 12,000 or $8,000. I don't know those things, and nobody does who claims that they do. So I'm just going to keep buying and keep buying and keep buying. And if it does go down, I'm going to be like, fuck, how much more money do I have to buy more? And if it goes up, I'm going to be like, well, shit, thank God I bought then. So it's a win-win situation to just constantly keep stacking your Bitcoin the best you can, constantly, all the time. And don't let everyone tell you about, oh, buy here, it's going to go lower. Don't buy yet. Wait another month. It's going to go down. Don't listen to none of that shit. Just quietly keep accumulating your digital assets and diversify a little bit. Don't just buy one. And of course, do your research before you buy any of them. Dinda, I'm not sure your question. I've already answered Solana and their protocol and what they do. So you're asking about their future. I think I already answered that with where they're doing with their phones and how their protocol will be used. Corky wants to know, when do you see the prices coming back up? Well, they're going to continue to go up and down. They're going to continue volatility, continue this wave parity that it does. It's like a parity line across the middle, but it keeps going up and down like this through that line of parity. So it's like, oh, it's up 20%. Oh, it's down 10%. Oh, it's up 20. It's not. It's just doing its normal waves of the ocean. It's not going anywhere but sideways. But people zoom in. And they're like, oh, June 1st, it's up 10%. Oh, June 18th, it's down 8%. But if you zoom out, it's like, oh, it went from 20,000 to 20,000 over an 8-month window. But in between that 8-month window, there was those little zip, 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 zip. And that's why people get confused with cryptocurrency. They're all zoomed right in, and they're like, oh, I bought Bitcoin. What happened 5 days later? I'm like, dude, 5 days? Like, what? What do you mean what happened with Bitcoin in 5 days? What the fuck's wrong with you? It doesn't matter what it did in 5 days. It matters what it does in the next 15 years. It's a hedge, store of value, not like other cryptocurrencies. Now Kodal's got a gifter back. What the fuck are you guys gifting me? Roses? I don't know what that shit does. But thanks for your roses. My wife is a live TikToker. and she's got a really big following, but nobody knows that we're married. She's a professional TikToker, and I'm a TikToker, but nobody knows that we're married. So she's going to have to show me what all these things are because today's my first day using this. She's going to know what all these roses are. So thanks. She's probably going to take them all from me. Statula, welcome. Looks like you said long time no talk. Raf here. Oh, Raf, bro. How you doing, man? I hope that things are doing awesome for you. The investment world is treating me well. iHuddle Life is treating me well. I can't complain. Here I am on live helping other people navigate through this amazing crypto space. So thanks for joining me here in the live, man. Nice to see you. Hey, somebody sent me some fire. Now I got roses and fire. I'll definitely make sure I don't keep them side by side. So you know they don't melt my flowers. And yes, Ty, this is the first time I've done a live, so that's why you're surprised to see me in live, because I've never done live before. As you know, I post TikToks. We have a TikTok community, I Huddle Live. We have a huge following. We post tons of videos on a regular basis, always teaching about crypto, blockchain, investment space. But the community has been urging me to do lives, and I was always really uncomfortable and never really thought anything about it. But then I thought, screw it, let's do it. So here I am. Today's day number one. And it looks like, holy shit, now I see it now here. It looks like I have 80 new messages. Okay, I'm going to go through these a little faster. Sorry if I skip. If I skip anybody's message and it's important, just repost your message because obviously I'm falling way behind here. Shirley's asking about she has the SecUX wallet, and yes, Quant is an ERC20 token. It's built on the Ethereum blockchain. It's not its own blockchain, so you can just send it directly to your Ethereum address, the Ethereum QR code. So on my smart wallet here, I'll show you. So on my smart wallet, first it's going to let me log in. And so here, so if I want to send Quant, I'm just going to go here to Ethereum. My QR code comes up. I'm just going to send my Quant or any ERC20 token for that matter to my Ethereum because it's built on that blockchain, and the wallet will automatically just add it. And then when you go to look at your tokens, it won't show Ethereum. It'll show Ethereum and Quant. So it'll separate them for you once you send it to your Ethereum address. That's why they're smart wallets, not just hardware wallets. And that's why ours are some of the best in the world. We've got all kinds of awesome, cool features in there that other wallets just don't have. And no, Mike Boy, it doesn't hold Dogger. Nobody holds Dogger. Dogger isn't even enlisted on one single exchange yet. If you go take your Dogger token in your MetaMask wallet and try to exchange it for ETH, that you can't even exchange it because Dogger's not supported by anyone yet. They're too young, too new. And when you're looking at new, young cryptocurrency tokens, you often won't see them on wallets yet. You have to have a certain proven history for wallets to accept you and put you on their wallet. The person whose name is XRP, obviously he likes XRP, that's his name. So XRP is asking the question, why aren't people buying XRP even through the XCC case, but it's a sure technology? Well, to answer that mostly, to be honest with you, is because people are fucking stupid. XRP is hands down going to be used for Nostro and Vostro accounts for institutional money as a bridge currency. It's naturally going to have money. It's naturally going to be worth value, whether it goes to 1,000, 50,000, 100,000. I don't fucking know, and it doesn't really matter. What does matter is it has a real fundamental use case for the future. It is a smart investment. It is going to go up in value. And I got news for you. Even if they lose the SEC case, Ripple is still going to go up in value and continue to be successful because SEC is only the United States. And it's only the stupid people who live in the United States that are like, oh my God, the SEC is like God. If they say XRP can't exist, that means they're going to zero, right? No, you're just a bunch of fucking idiots. SEC just means that XRP is not going to operate inside the US border, which means they're just going to use Stellar Lumens XLM instead of XRP. And XRP is still going to be used by the rest of the world and still have tons of liquidity on its platform and be worth tons of money in the future. So why people don't buy it? They're stupid. I mean, look at how, let me put that really simple. And I always say people are stupid because I'm a bit of a jerk. I just put my balls on the wire, and if you don't fucking like it, well, then don't be here, because that's just my character. But the reality is people are just not aware. They're not trained to be aware. They don't know to recognize the opportunity when it's in front of them. Instead, they're trained to discard it because it's new, unknown information. So that's why people don't buy it. You could tell them till they're blue in the face, guys, this is the greatest opportunity in the world. Look at this. Here's all the proof on the table, and they're still going to be like, it's a scam. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Well, that's a good question, Shohei. You asked, my friend's dad told me to buy Bitcoin because back then there only was Bitcoin. There was no altcoins. Ethereum didn't even exist yet. There was only Bitcoin. So what he was really saying to me was he was saying to me, buy cryptocurrency. So that would be the same thing as me saying to you today, go invest in digital assets, meaning cryptocurrencies, NFTs, metaverse, digital lands. And I encourage you first to invest time researching a little bit about it so you understand what's the difference between a coin and a token. What should I be owning, a layer one or an application on top of a layer one? And why would I want to own it? What problem is it solving? What is it building? And if you start learning and knowing some of those details, you'll very quickly, because it's a new technology, you'll very quickly become pretty savvy towards what you may or may not want to own. And Bitcoin is the mothership. You know, it's the digital gold. So is gold a good investment still today after every new technology we've created in the world? Yes. So is digital Bitcoin probably a good place to start? Yes. I always recommend to the iHuddle Life community, however much money you have invested in digital assets, you should have at least, at minimum, 10% of it sitting in Bitcoin, the big dog. Because it's not going to triple times, it's not going to 10 times, it's not going to 100 times. You're not going to wake up one day and be like, oh my God. But what you are going to do is you're going to have slow, steady compounding growth, like keeping money in a bank account, the way banking should be. So that's the benefit of Bitcoin. And then when you want to go see those big growths, then you're investing in things like XRP, and you're investing in Solana, and you're investing in things that could potentially explode 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times because their technology takes off in the future. Bitcoin's technology isn't taking off in the future, but its hedge ability to hold value is never going to go away. So once again, different use cases, different purposes in the investing field. Will BTC come down again? Yes, I believe the bottom of Bitcoin is $12,000, and it is going to come down to $12,000 eventually. And should you hold on to all your fiat money and wait until it hits $12,000 to buy? No, because A, you'll find out that it just hit $12,000 and now it's at 80 and you didn't buy shit yet. You can never time the market right. Don't play that game. Just keep dollar cost averaging. Just keep buying in little by little and hope that if it does hit 12,000, that you've got a little extra money on the side to buy more at that time. But don't wait and think that you can outsmart the market, because I can't outsmart the market and I'm a fucking pro at this shit. I'll get wrecked and so will you. So be careful with that. You're better. That's why we're I hodl life, not I time the market life, and not I trade cryptocurrency life. We're I hodl life. We buy the asset, we hold the asset, we don't sell the asset, and when the asset grows big enough, we leverage free tax-free money against our assets. We don't get rid of them. That's why we're I hodl life community. It's all about holding and growing your assets and increasing your contingent in your wealth. Eager Beaver says he loves my content. Man, I like your name, Eager Beaver. It just sounds hot. Eager Beaver. Would you mind telling us what your top 10 favorite crypto coins are? That's too much information at once. If I give you my top 10 coins in my wallet, that's too much information for new people who don't know what they're doing, and they're just going to turn around and go buy those tokens because they think I'm a pro and they think they're going to get rich. And it's going to make them mistakes because volatility is going to eat them. So I'm not going to give you my 10 top coins. But I will tell you that the ISO coins are some of the coins that I recommend for people to do research and go pay attention to, and definitely put them on the looking block of your portfolio that you want to build. And if you don't know what the ISO coins are, ISO 20022 protocol coins, well, you need to go research what are ISO coins. What is ISO 20022? What are the coins that are related to it? Why are they related to it? What the fuck is ISO and what does it even mean? And then you'll understand how important it is, and you better do it quick because ISO goes live with Swift this March 21st. And we're very close to that date. We're like a week and a half away, literally, from ISO, digital remittance payments between countries going live with the Swift network. It's happening right now as we speak, man. This is revolutionary, crazy shit. And the opportunity is just immense. Anybody holding XRP, anybody holding XDC, anybody holding XLM, anybody holding any ISO coins before the Swift network goes live, you could be in for a windfall. Or the network could go live and the price doesn't even move. until all the money and all the liquid starts actually being built on top of the platform. Either way, we're not looking at it for tomorrow. We're looking at it for tomorrow's tomorrow. Thanks, nature lover. I do try to stick to my values. I'm a pretty wholesome person in reality. I really am. I'm not the kind of person that screws people over. I don't go and mow my neighbor's grass. Fuck him. He can mow his own damn grass. But I'm not going to go over and chop his grass to make mine look better. You know what I mean? I'm a pretty honest and fair dude like that. So, and I do that for my own worth. My own worth. I feel integral when I'm doing good things or if I'm doing bad things. It has nothing to do with other people. It's just selfishly myself. I want to feel I'm a good person and I want to be a good person. So therefore I do, and I am. Should I sell my dogger or hold? I'm going to hold mine. You guys know that I did a promotion with the dogger company. They called me up and said, "Hey, will you do a video for me?" Like a lot of companies do. Most of them I reject, but I do think that the dogger is building something pretty cool. They're really trying to build a community thing, like a lot of the meme coins were. And I think their ambitions are a bit outstretched, but I do believe that they're on the right track. And I believe that the founder that was building the protocol is honest and is legit with what he's trying to do. He's not just a money scammer. So for that reason, I thought it'd be a good idea to do a video with them, promote their stuff a little bit, and they gave me a bunch load of Dogger tokens. I'm sitting on a few billion Dogger tokens, and they're not worth anything because you can't exchange them. They're not listed on an exchange. They could be a waste of my time and they could be worth absolutely nothing. But the reason why you want to hold them is number one, you can't sell them because you can't exchange them for anything anywhere. Nothing, you can't exchange them for ETH. Go try and swap them on your MetaMask. It'll say transaction not possible because they're not listed on an exchange yet. So therefore the value can't be swapped. You just have the tokens in your wallet. But if they ever do get listed on any exchange anywhere and you're holding on to a few billion tokens, like you're going to get so fucking rich so fast. That's how you hear about these stories that make all the people run around like, where do I put my money? Who's going to make me a millionaire tomorrow? All those stories come from those very few people that got into a very young company like that. They ended up with millions or billions of tokens because they were in early. And then the company actually somehow caught attention, took off for either a long, medium, or short period of time, and the people who were in extremely early and owned billions and billions of tokens for like 0.0000000 something cents got an ability to become very, very rich. And very few people did. Most people didn't. And the 7 or 8 people out of the 7 or 8 hundreds of thousands of people that didn't will paint a picture that crypto's this big winning thing. You just go put your money on Red 52 and you're a millionaire tomorrow. And it actually spawned a whole world of people running into the crypto space like what's the new token, what's the cheapest token. So all the people that are dropping tokens got smart and they make a billion tokens or a bazillion tokens so that when the price of the token comes out it's 0.00000000001 as opposed to if I only made 100 tokens and the price was like $97 for one token. The price of the token is super low because it's such a big diluted amount, and then people are thinking, oh, it's so low, it's so new, I'm so early. You don't understand anything about tokenomics. And now this whole world of all these new coins, 0.0000000 coins that people are buying that are worth fucking nothing, and they're never going to get that early big swig that I was just describing. It was a very small select few and a very small closed window. So you have to be careful getting into some of those. But if you get an opportunity like a company who lets us in, because that's what they did, they let the iHuddle Life community in early. We got in on their very first pink sale ever, and anyone in the iHuddle Life community got their hands on millions and billions of token for like a few dollars. It was fucking retarded. And we might have spent a few dollars for nothing other than a great joint adventure that we did together. Or 3 years from now, next bull run, or 2000 and the next bull run after the next one, 4-year or 8-year window, we might see those $1 billion Dogger tokens be worth 100 grand or 200 grand or maybe zero. So should you sell or should you hold? That's up to you because I don't tell you what to do with your money. I'm not here to give you financial advice. I'm only here to talk about the crypto and the blockchain space and share my knowledge and let you choose to do what you want to do with your money, your investment, and your time. So should you sell or hold? I'm going to hold mine because it doesn't owe me anything. And if I sell it, I'm not going to get shit out of it. So I'm just going to sit on it and hope that sometime in the next 1 or 2 bull runs, I'm going to open it up, forget that I have it, look at it and be like, what the hell? And if not, well, I've already forgotten about it anyway. Everyone keeps asking me to please list your top 5 coins. I'm not going to list my top 5 coins because you're just going to turn around, you're going to run, you're going to go buy them, and you're not going to know why you buy them. Tell me your favorite coin, and I'll tell you about that coin, and we'll decide together if we should buy it. Solana is down every week. Ryan, Solana is not down every week. Stop looking at crypto by the week. Start looking at crypto by the year, and then you'll understand what you're doing. Ismail says if BTC, Bitcoin, is really a hedge against inflation, then why did it respond badly to anything US decide? I don't really understand what you're saying. I think you're trying to correlate that when something bad happens in the US, that Bitcoin goes down. Well, you have to understand that Bitcoin is a financial asset. And when the financial markets seek turmoil, that includes Bitcoin. It's a financial asset like other financial assets. So governments and money and movement of money and people's money and value all correlates to the movement of that value. But that still makes it a good hedge. It doesn't mean it's not going to go up and down in value. It just means that in the long term, it's going to gradually go up in value. Just like gas prices, they go up and they go down, but in the long run, they only just keep ever fucking climbing. We never pay less for gas. We always pay more and more and more year after year after year. Yes, on Friday, it's $1.40. And yes, on Monday, it's only 87 cents. But in the long run, it's more and more and more and more and more. I often use gas prices as a good example because it's something that people can understand where it's up and it's down and it's up and it's down. But in the long run, it's just always constantly gradually climbing, climbing, climbing. It's like every time it goes up a little more and then it comes down and then it goes up a little more. And it just keeps on climbing and climbing. And that's exactly how the cryptocurrency market moves. I heard Solana will spy on people. Everything's going to spy on people. I'm spying on you right now and you don't even know it. Thoughts on Cardano? Cardano's fantastic. I think that Cardano is definitely going to be a mega infrastructure for all of Southern Africa and multiple other areas in the world that don't have banking features. Thoughts on Ethereum? Ethereum is the mothership. Ethereum is digital oil. It's not going anywhere. Everything's going to be built on top of it or attached to it in some way. Somebody just bought a smart wallet from our store, so hopefully it's someone who saw the live. I just saw a sale go in our store, so whoever got themselves a smart wallet, congratulations, you did the right thing because owning custody of your finances is the most important thing you can do. And yes, you should go buy it from my store and support me and support iHuddle Life and what we do so that we can keep being here and doing what we do. But I don't really care, man. Just get yourself an offline wallet and keep your assets comfortable in your possession. If you prefer Ledger, go get a Ledger. You prefer a Trezor, go get a Trezor. If you prefer a Descent, go get a Descent. I just highly recommend use ours because I think they're the best in the world, which is why I partnered my company with that wallet company. I had a partnership with Ledger also, and I declined it with Ledger and did it with SecuX because I believe that their wallets are far superior. So, and that's not a partnership. It's not like we're sleeping in the same bed. It just means they had a deal with me for me to sell their wallets under my branded name, iHuddle Life, representing their product, which is the same deal I have with SecuX naturally. For everyone that keeps asking me my top coins, I'm not going to give them to you. I'm not going to give it to you that easy. I'm not just going to spit out a bunch of acronyms that you're just going to turn around, go pull up on your first phone app and buy because I'm not going to allow you to lose all your money. You're just going to have to follow along. You're going to have to hit the like, hit the follow, follow along, and you'll learn. You'll learn as you go because I'm here to teach you guys. I'm here to educate with you and learn with you because it's a new evolution. It's a new evolution process and a new technology. So I'm here to learn with you, not only teach you. As we do it together, and I want you to learn properly. So I'm not just going to spit out my top 5 coins, my top 10 coins. If you're really following along and you're really paying attention, you'll hear me talk about the things that are relevant and that are not relevant, and you'll know what to invest in and what not to invest in. And if you haven't picked up on it yet, you haven't been here long enough to pay attention, so stick it out and put some due diligence in. You need to ask to join to go on AMAs. I know that's easy. I don't know what that has to do with this. But anyway, Eager Beaver says, do I like SafeMoon? No, SafeMoon's a joke. It was one of those scam cryptocurrencies that was created and sold to people under a ton of hype. And the hype was moon. That's why they had the spaceman, always a picture of it going to the moon. Oh, it looks like I'm losing power here. Sorry, everyone. I had to switch my power. All right. My microphone's cut out now, so my volume won't be as good. I think you guys can all still hear me, right? I needed to plug my phone in because my battery is dead again. How long have we been living? It's 1 in the morning. What the fuck? I need to shut this shit down and go to bed. So let's get through some of these questions. No, Safe Moon I think is a joke. I'm just going to scroll through all of this because I've been living way too long and I did not know how much time went by. So we're going to shut this shit down and I'm going to be here again. Make sure to hit the like, make sure to hit the follow. Come join us in the Our How to Life community. Make sure to follow along with the TikTok. You can join our Discord. We do a live AMA every Sunday. I do a couple pop-up Twitter talks here and there. And since today was my first live and it looks like, what do we have? We have 8,800 likes. So we almost hit 10,000 likes on our very first live. So that's pretty good, I think. I don't know how many live likes you should have, but I think that's good. So that looks pretty great for me here for our first live. So it looks like maybe we'll do some more lives. And thanks for those of you that sent me flowers and fire and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate it. I'm just going to pop through here and see if there's any other questions in here that are mainly relevant. I know you guys popped a lot of questions, but I'm not going to answer them all. It's too late. I've got like, what do I have? 85 new messages that I haven't even looked at yet. So I'm just going to kind of skim through here. I don't see anything here that I need to generally comment on. Some of you guys are asking the same questions over. I see some people asking about XTC and XLM, and yes, I like all the ISO coins, and all those guys are ISO coins. I see some comments about an AI coin, AGIX, which is a really interesting AI coin. I like the AI coins. I think they're going to be some good coins to grab for those of you looking for short-term gains over the next little while. But I don't really pay attention to that. I go for long-term. So sometimes you guys comment stuff and I don't even know what you're saying. I don't know what you said. Metz was asking, what do I think about Ali or Ocean? Well, I saw someone else asking about AGIX, AGIX, which is Singularity Net. All of those are AI coins. Singularity Net, Ali, which is artificial liquid intelligence, I think they're called. And then Ocean Protocol, which is really for big data more than it is for AI. But AI and big data is almost the same thing in some ways. So those are all really good AI cryptocurrency coins. I definitely expect to see some good movement from all of those that were mentioned in the next bull run. Thoughts on Ghost Coin? Never heard of it. Sounds like a ghost. Bonk is an interesting thing. Bonk is the new meme coin that just came out on Solana network, and I know that I missed a huge opportunity buying the stupid Shiba meme coin when it first came out on the Ethereum network. So as soon as I heard about Bonk, I went and bought a little bit of it just because you never know. If you can turn $40 into 400,000, that's a $40 I'm willing to risk. So I went and bought a little bit of Bonk, not much, just a couple bucks worth, to see if it happens to have some similar effect to Shiba. Solana is a really popular network. It's not going anywhere. It's a really good one, and has a lot of hype, a lot of community behind it. So for that reason, a meme coin should do well on its platform. All right, look at that. We got through all those questions pretty fast, but yeah, I scrolled through all kinds of them. So for those of you who asked questions and I didn't answer them, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a jerk, but I can't, I don't have enough time to get to everybody. So you'll have to join another one of my lives, or you'll have to start following my videos and posting your comments, and I'll get to you the best that I can. For everybody else, thanks for coming out to my live. Thanks for sending me some flowers and some fires. And thanks for joining my very first live. I'm going to shut her down because I didn't realize it was so late. And I still got stuff I got to do before I go to bed. So my wife's probably wondering, where the hell is Tristan? What is he doing? I'm going to tell her I was living and she's going to be so proud of me. All right, everyone. Oh, now we got 12. How did we get to 12,000 likes so fast? Were you guys all hanging out here and then waiting to the last minute to hit the like? Go do it. Everybody hit the like. Like, and follow. I'm sure that does something good for my account. So yeah, do that. Like and follow. And thanks you guys for coming out. I appreciate you as much as you appreciate me, because without you out there, I'm just talking to myself. Cheers. I'm taking off. Later, everyone.